Alrighty, y'all, we are ready for wolfbloxer's run of Grand Theft Auto Vice City all missions. So I'll let y'all take it away. Please do the honors.
Well, we meet again. Hello, welcome to Vice City All Missions. I'm wolfbloxer06. I run this game sometimes. Joining me is none other than the legendary Vice City Titan, MHMD.
Hello, that is me. That is a flattering introduction. Yeah, I've been running this game for like 10 years, so I'm familiar with a lot of stuff in this game. I'm gonna be helping explain to y'all what's going on, and possibly also helping wolfbloxer do stuff. We'll see.
Yeah, this is not an easy run by any means. Route changed semi-recently that I'm not fully used to yet, so we'll see how it goes. But we're going to go ahead and get right started. Time starts when the loading bar disappears. It'll be a very quick loading bar. I'll try and count you in, but the loading bar can be a little weird sometimes. So, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
I poked my head out of the gutter for one.
So, welcome to Vice City. The year is 1986. We play as Tommy Vercetti, fresh out of jail. I don't know how much the lore is going to matter, because very quickly you're not going to be able to tell what we're doing anymore. So, first thing you might notice is we're playing in Japanese. Now, Japanese, as you may know, the Japanese version's quick for text purposes. However, that doesn't really matter in Vice City. The point is that it's actually a different script. So, certain glitches work on this version and similar versions, but this is, for all intents and purposes, that's one we use.
We do a more in-depth dive on that later when we actually get to like the part where the Japanese version matters, but basically the Japanese version is faster, and it's not because the text is faster.
So right there I just did a replay. Replays are controlled with the first F buttons on your board, F1, F2, F3. Basically what I did is I just saved a very short replay over that rampage. Now rampages are a side mission. They're just a basic 2-minute timer. You're given some kind of weapon and some kind of objective, and you just kind of get to go crazy. That one specifically there was a Molotov rampage. And right now, I just started paramedic in that rampage at the same time, essentially.
Yeah.
And then cancel paramedic, and now I'm on the rampage, but guess what? I'm also on the first actual story mission called The Party. You want to explain what just happened, MH?
Yeah, so you're not supposed to start 2 missions at once. When you start a rampage, usually you're restricted from like starting any other missions, and vice versa. But you can you can pick up certain, or like activate what certain pickups do through replays. So when he's like walked over the rampage and activated it, and then saved the replay before doing a death warp, then he basically had like a remote like rampage trigger button by just like playing back the replay. So then you can just kind of like start a side mission such as paramedic, which he did with the ambulance there. And then also like press F3 like in a certain pattern roughly at the same time. You basically just start both of them at the same time, and you can like bypass the usual restriction there. Then you end paramedic, but it sets like the flag for you being able to start missions to, well, the flag for you being on a mission more specifically to be 0. So then it's like, okay, now you can start missions with a rampage.
Oh, come on.
Likewise happens when a rampage fails. So when this rampage fails, if he's on another mission, he's going to be able to start other missions during the mission. And this will become relevant in a few minutes. But basically the rampage timer is still running. He passed the first mission, he's going to go start the second mission. And then the rampage timer is going to expire, and he's going to fail it during the second mission.
Yep.
And then technically he could start like another mission during that, but he's not going to do that yet. He's just going to like, well, you'll see.
Yeah. Start of this run is really fast paced. There's a lot of this bike. You're going to be seeing this bike like throughout the entire run, basically. It's our most common method of transportation. It's the PCJ. I believe, the fastest land vehicle in the game. Woohoo.
Yeah. Besides the tank, if you keep on like firing behind you.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, if you drive into pedestrians too quickly when you're on a motorbike, then you can fly off like that. So.
My health isn't likable, but I think we'll be okay.
For now, yeah.
I mean, we died soon anyway. So.
Yeah.
Alright, as long as I don't go flying here. Okay, and I went flying. Okay. So, we're still fine. I just won't do the Molotov thing after the mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bike, so you can go flying off of it. It's a little quirk. Might not be obvious, but... Anyway, we just, said hello to that chef. Just ignore that part. We have a phone now, that's the most important thing about this mission, and we also meet Lance. And now, the first thing I do when I meet someone brand new is give them my expensive white sports car. You know, just normal things in Miami. So, this mission introduces you to Ammunition, which is basically the gun store in this game. We'll visit it, like, twice in the entire run, I think. 2 or 3 times. I never started the rampage again. I swear. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Wow. You're supposed to start that rampage after you kill the chef. FYI.
Yeah, because like if you started, okay, so basically you kind of want like this rampage timer to like carry over to when you start the next mission. But you can't really start it before you pick up the phone because for some reason during rampages you can't pick up stuff. So you can't pick up phones or money or guns or anything at all in this game. So if you're going fast, you start it like as you pick up the phone or like immediately after. But I mean, this is also fine route-wise. It's no problem.
Yeah, it's just gonna require a little bit of waiting. Yeah. That's no big deal.
Alternatively, you could try and like pass the rampage, but that might be. I don't think on the fly rerouting was a very good idea right now. So.
Nope. So, anyway, I'm gonna be waiting for like 20 seconds. That's fine. So we're going to take our very first phone call. Now, phone calls, especially here at the beginning of the run, are very important. I'm also going to do something called... You know what? Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. It's just going to decrease my time. We'll explain that here in literally like 2 minutes. So we'll see the glitch that I was about to do again. So, that phone call, I don't really know if it's important to the story at all. Anyway, so here's the third lawyer mission, I guess is what it's called, Ken Rosenberg. We have to start it. There's 3 times on the timer, I guess, that you can start it on. Either 3 seconds remaining, 5 seconds remaining, or 7 seconds remaining. I'm going to do it at 3 seconds. Or, I don't know. 3 and 5 are what most people do.
5.
Do 5? Alright, we'll do 5.
Well, you might have to cancel a phone call. Or do you? Maybe you don't. Yeah, I think that's the only one. Yeah.
7 seconds I just feel sometimes a little unreliable. Most people don't do 7 seconds anyway. Like,
yeah.
Very rarely do you do 7 seconds, unless you have like a ton of time remaining and just want to do nothing. So anyway, we quickly got on this scooter again, the Fazio, and like magic, the mission passes.
Yeah, so he started the mission once, and then the rampage expired, and he was still standing on like the marker to start the mission, so we started the mission a second time. And this is the mission where you're supposed to like damage some people's cars to, you know, spook them and, you know, all that mafia kind of stuff. But the two different cars, because like the mission got duplicated, so like both of the cars kind of like flipped over each other and damaged themselves automatically. So then you just pass the mission.
So right there, what I just did, by the way, sorry to interrupt. I initiated something called a slide. Basically, we blend 2 animations together, play a replay, and it gets Tommy stuck in this weird mix of walking and running. Isn't it frame perfect or like close to frame perfect?
I'm pretty sure it's frame perfect from like when you're switching like movement animations. So yeah, like there is actually like some interesting movement in this game, which not everyone necessarily expects, but
shocking. So anyway, now this is the last lawyer mission. I know. one chain of missions already done really quick. This is one of the shortest missions in the game, even when you don't mess around with it like we did with the previous mission. And we're gonna die after the mission and warp to the hospital, but all we have to do is just shoot that barrel and then shoot this van a few times. This is why we picked up the Uzi while sliding on that phone call. And then like that, mission done. And that is the lawyer mission's done. Arguably the scariest part of the run. And now we're going to take another phone call. We're going to do that slide glitch again. And I'm going to do something you're going to question me for, MH.
But yeah, you can't normally run during phone calls, so sliding is faster than walking. It's slower than sprinting, but yeah, again, you can't normally like sprint during phone calls. So.
Yep. Alright, they're going to question me.
I know.
Will I? Let's see.
Like to talk to me more privately, you can find me at the boat, huh? Okay? Good day, senor.
So I just picked up a pistol there. I can guarantee you pretty much no one else does that nowadays. But I do it for preference. Since you can slide on phone calls, it's not like the world's biggest time loss anymore. It used to be a time loss when, I guess, sliding during calls wasn't a thing. So originally it was a strat back in like 2018 to pick up that pistol to use on this and the next mission, but new strats outdated it. But okay, my driving here. I need to focus on my driving.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's still a valid strat. Like, you technically lose a little bit of time from not pushing the bike as much, but that's like, I mean, that's some number of frames, and like you have the possibility of saving more time by like shooting the dude instead of having to run up to him and use the chainsaw.
Exactly. So, I mean, remember what I was saying about my driving? Where's that for you? Driving the bike is hard, I swear.
The best thing you can do to go fast in this game is to drive fast and not fall off your bike and not hit stuff.
Yeah, I think my bike fell over there. But I was trying to do something called a swag bail, which is basically you spin the bike in a certain way, and you get off it really quickly, and it stays up. Anyway, that's Treacherous Swine. Basically, the goal, the way to pass that mission is you have to be in a vehicle, and you must lose your wanted level. So what we do is we have a closed replay, which a closed replay can get rid of 2 or less, 1 or 2 wanted level stars. I can't do 3 or above. And so we just played closed replay going into that last marker, which also, I believe, gives the fade.
Yep.
And got on the bike, and the mission just immediately passed. So now we're going to our first assassination mission. There's 5 of them in the game. They all start at payphones. And I just played 2 closed replays during that call, which gives me control in the cutscene, and we can get on our bike during the cutscene.
Yeah.
And the only goal of this mission is to kill a pizza delivery driver. Which way is he gonna go? Okay.
Nice. Yeah, closed replays are incredibly versatile.
Come on, you. Where did my bike go? There it is. Alright, that's a pretty good roadkill. I mean, couldn't have asked for much better. I mean,
yeah.
It's one of those missions where there's no set defined endpoint, so you really just want to end as close to the next mission as possible. Which is yet another Cortez mission. And this is Mall Shootout. There's really nothing interesting about this mission.
Yeah. You kill a dude, you take his stuff, you go back.
Yeah. So here at the beginning, after like those first couple missions that were really glitched, we play normal for a while, and then the normalness ends very quickly. So what I'm gonna try and do here is I'm gonna try and fall and kill the dude at the same time. So we wait there to delay his. Nope, I did not do that properly. Okay, there we go. Back up. Successful.
Yeah, you can kind of like, quote unquote, pre-fire the chainsaw as you're falling. So like immediately when you land, and like you can cancel like the rolling animation when you fall as well. If you like land while like pre-firing the chainsaw and you like cancel the roll, you can like immediately kill him when you land next to him. But
yes.
Yeah.
Got the tree bale. Let's go. I never get that. Basically, if you go a very specific speed there, you can hit that tree and not have the bike fall over and just bail off it. Kind of similar to the swag bail. And I did it. It's a very, very specific speed. So anyway, this is Guardian Angel. This will be the last Cortez mission for now. We'll come back to him in a little bit. And we're going to go see Lance again. And he's going to appear randomly again. So we're going to pick up Flash Warning. We're going to pick up that gun while on the bike just by flashing replays. Because I believe for like a frame, when you're at some point in the replay, the game thinks you're on foot. But the game only checks if you're picking up something every, I believe, 6 frames. Also, just going to do a cool little exit out of here. And so if you flash some replays, then eventually you'll pick up the gun. And this applies to all pickups.
Yeah, because like you can't pick up stuff normally when you're like in a vehicle, and also he doesn't want to like actually get off and pick it up because otherwise his bike would despawn because of like the whole cutscene going on there. But if you're on the bike, it's not going to despawn the bike because otherwise it would just like kill you. So.
Right. So this is a giant auto scroller. Now, some people, there are grenades nearby, which if you've seen an any percent no SSU run or 100% run, you would know that during this mission we use the auto scroller time to go and grab some grenades from the police station nearby. They're actually not that helpful in all missions. Plus, you don't want to risk because there's a mission in a couple of splits where you do a glitch basically that gives you like 800 grenades, right? But similarly with those missions, because of the route we do in this game, you can lose your Uzi if you aren't very careful. So I find it easier to just play it safe, not get the grenades, and worry about my Uzi. So here, the whole point of this mission is to defend the buyers from these Haitians appearing. But we're also going to use it to farm some ammo. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab all the Tech 9 ammo, which is like a really, really bad SMG, and then I'm going to switch to the Uzi near the end of the mission, because it's easier. You'll see when we get there, but it's easier to do a specific trick.
Yeah, like all of the guns in the SMG class share ammo, so you can just pick up a bunch of ammo for like the crap gun and then just like replace your crap gun with the good gun.
Right. I think that's all the ammo. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a close replay, which will give me... Okay, let me focus. Oh, no!
Alright, you're going to have to snipe this one.
Let's see if I can get it. So, my goal there was to try and get control in this cutscene and kill that guy there.
Yeah, you can usually just like run up to him in the cutscene. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Alright, if I'm quick enough, this will be fine.
Yeah, it's slow, but yeah, this is still fine. You're not gonna like fail the mission. Like if you let him get too far away, you fail the mission.
Sure.
But you caught up to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope the Uzi's still there. I kind of want that Uzi. So I'm gonna flash replay. Hello?
Oh, you can pick up this dude. This dude has an Uzi,
Okay,
right?
I'm just gonna... No?
Oh, well, that's gone.
I mean, is it a big deal if I don't have the Uzi right now? No, because we can pick it up later. Oh, it is there. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So now I'm going to actually play close replay in this marker. This one's a lot easier to hit. And then we're going to get on the bike in the cutscene. And mission passed. Now we're going to do like one of the most infamous strats. It's also a very old strat called the gate zip. Sir. Okay.
It's the hardest trick in the game, believe me.
Yeah. Sure. Calling it right now. I've never messed it up before. I'm not going to mess it up now. Basically, we shove ourselves...
I messed it up all the time, but I have faith in you.
See?
Yeah.
Hold on.
me.
Basically,
So,
we get off the bike
okay.
while it's falling. We fall out of bounds, but you don't see it, and then warps us somewhere where you should be.
All I have now is dickheads. Dickheads everywhere, yo. I make you real
And I'll play some
Yeah,
close
but-
replays here.
Yeah, yeah. What he's doing with the close replays at the mission starts is like, when you start a mission, there's like a little fade, but also when you change clothes, there's a fade, and like the shorter fade of picking up the clothes kind of overwrites the slow mission fade. So it's called like a fade skip, but it's more like a fade replacement. It saves like a small amount of time if you do it right.
Yeah, it saves, like, you have to do it at a specific point, and it skips the fades. So. Come on. Alright, this is like one of the scariest drives in the game, because there's so many blind corners, and you're in the car for like the first time, so beginners... Well, I say beginners, but I struggle with this drive. And you can also bail out there in the marker with a close replay, but you can also soft lock yourself doing that. So, hello. For a marathon, it's not really the smartest thing to do. But, you know, there'll be a lot of points where we can soft lock or crash the game. Very soon. So anyway, so we're tapping sprint instead of holding sprint, which basically allows us to sprint longer. And then we're going to go down here, play close replay as that guy approaches. And we're going to steal his car. Yes, I'm doing the old-fashioned one because I haven't learned the new one. Okay, good. We basically now are driving a car that we shouldn't be driving. Now, because of that, this car has a special property called the heavy property, which basically means, you'll be seeing it in the next mission, it can push any car, can flip it super easily. Now, it comes with the side effect that it takes a lot of damage doing that. So, a couple crashes and this thing's toast. Now, normally in this mission, you're going to be driving all around the north part of the map, like over here for like 90 seconds or something like that. Instead, we just take a more direct route right to the end of the mission. And since we played this game before, we know where the end of the mission is. So now we're going to go do another payphone assassination mission called Waste the Wife. This one is the worst of the 5 ones. And it's why we have this car, because your goal is to destroy a car of your target, and if we flip her over with this car really easily, then it should go really smoothly. But that's easier said than done. So we'll see if I can do this. This requires a lot of finicky inputs and something called Flintstones mode. I'm actually going to cancel that to give myself better control. Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you change clothes in your vehicle, it's like, you kind of get like alternate controls. So it gets kind of complicated unless you can't.
Come on, you. Come on, you.
Ooh, ooh.
Come on.
Pushing
Thank
away.
you. Nope.
Oh.
Didn't get it. That's the worst. There's 2 ways she can go doing that. And that's the worst of the 2. Okay, well, see, here's my problem now. Because we're both on low damage. Now, close replays put out fires, but they put out all fires, and we don't want our car to explode. Okay.
Just switch cars. Just let her catch fire, and then, yeah. Unless she's upside down, which she is now, yeah.
Yep, alright, so we're good. That's not... I've had way worse waste of life, so we're good. I've had ones where we're chasing for literally, like, 10 minutes. So, put out the fire again. Right now, I'm actually not driving with WASD. I'm driving with shift in space, which is really not fun to do. But it has to do with, like, PS2 controls and stuff.
Yeah, like, internally, all, like, the functions that buttons do are, like, how do I explain this? So, like, when you press X to, like, accelerate in a car on the PS2, it's like, you also press X to sprint when you're on foot. So basically, internally, like, sprinting on foot and accelerating in vehicle is, like, the same button. And then when you do, like, this, like, change clothes in a vehicle, you kind of end up with, like, the opposite control of what it's supposed to be. So then, like, accelerating becomes your sprint key, which is going to be different on PC usually.
Alright, so this is another auto-scroller mission, except we're bound to the side of this helicopter, except, no we're not. If we play close replay here, we can exit out of that first-person view, and this gun normally shoots, like, couple times a second, maybe, like maybe twice a second, but with this fancy new view we've got that we're not ever supposed to have. It shoots once per frame. And not only that, this is a very good gun. This kills any regular enemy in one hit. And also can destroy cars very quickly. So, like, I'll show it off on this helicopter. It's basically like a minigun. So, this is just a big shootout section. That's all this is. Nothing really interesting going on. So, if the host has anything to say, please go right ahead.
I hear that. Well, I would just like to remind everyone that we do currently have a bid war open for The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. You can pick Link's tunic color. Currently, red is in the lead with $85, but blue's trailing not too far behind at around $49. So, if you would like to contribute to that, please enter into chat, !donate. All proceeds will be going to the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund, and every dollar brings us one step closer to that super important $2,000 milestone we're trying to hit by the end of the marathon. If we do that, we will unlock the Hollow Knight Path of Pain incentive. So, thank y'all so much for watching, and yeah, I'll kick it back to y'all.
Alright, so our goal here is to kill these guys before the cutscene hits. It's very easy. You should never miss it. Anyway, and now, normally this is also supposed to be another shootout, but on foot in this house, but we're just gonna run past them. Oh dear. So, for some reason, if you look, like, down at the ground, they're less accurate. I don't know if that's ever been, like, properly proven in the code, but it's kind of just, like...
It's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that mission, and we're immediately going to start the next Diaz mission, which is the fastest boat. And this is normally, yet again, another long shootout mission that we entirely skip, basically. Whoa. This is, like, one of the biggest individual time saves, I'd say, that isn't, like, some big glitchy skip thing. But also, while we're doing this long drive down the boat docks, I'm on the lookout for a good car. Like, good, nice sports car, which I'm not seeing a whole lot of right now.
One that is being driven by an NPC, specifically.
Yes.
So not the one that he's in.
So it looks like none are spawning. That's okay, we can get it later. There was... It's in a pretty certain area where you want to see them. Usually you get one, but it's okay. We can back it up later. And then, so that boat, we're supposed to, like, fight through the compound, hit a button to lower it, but if we just stand right here and press F, we just get in the boat anyway. And that's the mission. That's, like, the entire premise of the mission skipped.
And, like, boat mechanics are kind of a little bit jank in this game, owing to the fact that you can't swim. So, like, there's some fail safes, like you can kind of like teleport into boats, and like if you land in the water near like a proper landing point and your boat is nearby, you're not gonna like drown. You're gonna teleport onto the land, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this cop is
Alright, and we're gonna repark that boat because we're gonna use it after the next mission, and hope and do something very fun with it. So, we're gonna take this phone call. You see me aiming before phone calls. I'm gonna do that for pretty much every phone call for the rest of the run, because it allows us to run during it. So, any first-person gun that we can aim with, I'm gonna be doing that with. This is the last DS mission we'll do for, like, just a short amount of time. And what I'm gonna try and do here is gain control during this cutscene. Okay, well, I entirely missed the marker, so... Okay, I think I got it. I did get it, okay. So basically there, I gained control during the cutscene, and was able to drive during the cutscene. And I did it the way without potentially soft-locking myself, so we're good. And we're going to do another trick in this mission, or I'm going to try to, which is basically a fade skip, but it has the side effect of doing the same thing that happened on Phnom Penh. Now, if I miss it, it's... Hold on, give me a second here. Okay, I think I got it. Yep. So it's doing the same thing. We don't have as overpowered of a weapon. It's just like the lowest tier assault rifle. But it's still good to do.
Yeah.
Now, in this
Doesn't really
mission,
matter.
it's a total auto-scroller, which means there's no way to speed
Yeah.
it up. So if you were to do the same thing that we did on Phnom Penh, it would actually be slower, because you would lose time being in the replay for like 1/4 of a second. So, anyway, once again, this is another chill kind of boat ride. Nothing too much going on, so the host has anything to say? I know it's only been a couple minutes.
Sure. Well, just want to remind y'all as well that we do have another event coming up probably in a few months called No Holidays Allowed. This event's open to all kinds of speedruns, showcases. Basically, it doesn't have to be like a no glitches allowed. It doesn't have to just be glitchless runs. We're accepting all types of runs for that. So if you want to volunteer or be a speedrunner, get up here yourself and support a great cause, well, just basically stay tuned. More announcements will be coming out in the coming months on that.
Yep. Awesome. So we have to wait to kill that last guy, otherwise there's a chance that Lance, our little boat driver friend here, can ramp over him and flip the boat. I've had that happen before. It's not fun. Anyway, we're going to play one more replay here at the end of this mission, and that gives us control during this cutscene, and we're just going to run and go get in that boat again. Now, I'm going to do something very dumb. It actually killed my run yesterday, but I'm still going to do it because it's fun to see. This is a very old strat that no one's done in like 5 years. I don't know what the name is for it specifically, but basically there's this little rock in the water that we can ramp off of right onto land. Let's go. We did it. Let's go. And that's the quickest way, I mean, a fashionable way to get onto land. My bike's gonna stay there. I don't know. So this mission, for some reason, gives you max health and armor. I mean, it makes sense why, but also... Oh, hey, my boat's still here. Remember that thing I just threw on the land? Yeah, now it's affecting my driving route. So this mission sounds pretty daunting when you first look at it. You have to steal a tank from the military. However... These must all be recruits because they don't do a great job at defending their own tank. So we're just going to do a nice little long drive down. And remember that big purple gun that we had? The one that shot like one bullet per frame? Yeah, it doesn't do that anymore, but it's still a really good gun, so we're going to use it for this mission anyway. Just like that. And then for some reason, hurt her. I'm going to get out of the thing I'm supposed to be protecting. And now we have a tank. And this goes for like pretty much all GTA games that have a tank. If you shoot behind you, you go faster. And you can get some insane speed with this thing. But I'm going to be careful as to not flip the tank.
Yeah, it gets really unstable if you try and make it go faster than it's like supposed to. Oh, yeah.
Yep. And all of a sudden, you just lose all your wanted level going into the garage. Now, if I had grenades here, I could have grenaded the tank while I was getting in, and for some reason it would lose collision with this door. I don't know why, but I could have bailed out into it. But nope, we're just going to do the normal thing. And now, we finally get to say goodbye to our lovely closed replay. And we're going to do some more glitchy stuff. Any second now, once we get a phone call. Ring, ring. There we go.
Yo, Tommy, it's Lance.
Yeah?
Oh, nice to hear from you, Lance.
So now, we're running out of sprint. We're gonna make a replay here over. That's gonna be a rampage there. We're gonna use it again. That's one of the most common rampages we use throughout the run. Yeah, I'm gonna have to slide here.
Because otherwise we're going to be dead, Lance.
If you run out of sprint, you can still slide during phone calls.
Speak to you later.
Yeah, this is a pretty long section, so if you don't like tap sprints very efficiently, then... Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now we're on the lookout for a taxi on the right side of the road, preferably. If we don't find one, it's not... Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the idea is it's gonna be another one of those like starting rampage with a vehicle side mission thing for a setup.
Yep. So we're on the lookout. I don't really want to deal with the cops right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
the fixed cop car spawn is gonna be in the backup.
Oh, I'm down for the fire truck.
Oh, okay. I mean, same deal, yeah.
Yep. So we just need to find any vehicle that has this mission like this, and we're gonna start that again. So we've got another timer. We're not gonna dupe the next mission. We're gonna dupe the one after that. So now we're going on to a very infamous mission I'm sure many of you have heard of. Death Row. Often a problematic mission for those who played this game. Right now we're just gonna fly a helicopter over to the Death Row and just start the mission. We're gonna just relax. It's gonna be nice chill time in Death Row. Hopefully nothing goes wrong, right? This can be a very difficult mission if you do it casually. Understandably so. It's a huge shootout, and this is still comparatively like fairly early game. Now, we do skip most of the shootout with the helicopter, but that doesn't make it like super easy. It's still a challenging mission. Okay, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm actually gonna land all the way over here. Okay. We're going to take this phone call, which unlocks the mission, and we're going to save a replay over the Malibu.
Yeah, you can't buy like these asset properties yet. There's a mission you have to do to unlock them, but once that is unlocked, then it's possible to actually buy stuff using like the replay the replay of standing over the icon, the buy icon.
Yep. So what's going to happen is the rampage is going to run out during this mission, and later in the mission we're going to hold a phone call through the mission finishing, which will give us an on mission 0 phone call, and we're going to use that to do the next mission. But right now we're going to do it like fairly normally, I'd say. We're going to try and not let our helicopter despawn, because if it does, that's really bad. We're going to go park our helicopter in very specific spots over here in the junkyard. We're going to avoid the entrance and try not to get shot too much. I'm going to play it safe, re-enter it. It'll cancel the phone call anyway, because we don't want to hold it just yet. And we're going to shoot a couple guys. I'm going to play it really safe.
Okay, this gun you get from Phnom Penh 86 is also like really good, so...
Yep, chainsaw that last dude. In reality, that last guy's really the only one you need to kill to trigger this cutscene. Was that a good time save? I don't know.
Nice to see you too. Let's get out of here.
Oh, I just held the wrong key for this. Alright, well this is gonna be a laugh. I'm holding the wrong phone key to fly the helicopter with. So, normally I want to hold, if you see, I have 2 keybinds set to my mouse. Two keybinds set to answering the phone call, and that is tab, and you can't, unless you can read Japanese, probably can't tell, it's the middle mouse button. Normally, I hold middle mouse button for all intents and purposes, but to fly with the helicopter, you want to hold tab for my control purposes. Everyone's different with their keybinds. However, I accidentally just held middle mouse button, and I can't lose this call. So, I now have to fly using keybinds I don't normally fly with.
And you can switch with which button you're using to hold. Just hold the other button and then let go of the first one.
Does that work?
Yes.
Okay. We'll keep that noted, but I'm gonna play it safe.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because that landing at the landing at the hospital there is the hard part when you can only fly forwards. This last landing is not a problem. It's basically, this is a phone call. It's a very short phone call. It's unlocking another payphone mission. All they say is get to the payphone somewhere. I don't know where. I think it's the Washington Beach one.
Yeah. Very close to the first one. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's almost the exact same payphone. So we're gonna land this helicopter right about here. I'm gonna play it safe. Put it down. Put it here. We're still holding the phone call. Keep that in mind, even if you can't see the text box. And here is rub out. And we're going to answer the phone call in the spade. And we're going to skip like a billion cutscenes.
Yeah.
And like that.
This place is gonna be crawling with assholes. Be careful.
There's like 3 cutscenes at the start of this mission, and you do it twice. So
I'm gonna kill everyone here because Lance likes to get himself killed here. Use my Uzi a little bit. Alright, played it safe. And now, we're supposed to go around in the back of the mansion, but, we're not going to do that. We're just going to clip on through. And we're going to kill... There's 2 Diaz's, because keep in mind, we started the mission twice, using that on Mission 0 phone call. And what's going to happen is this mission normally gives you $50,000. But since we're completing it twice, basically, we're going to get $100,000. Which is really good, because that'll allow us to buy the most expensive asset when we unlock them. The Malibu Club, very early on.
yeah.
And now, because we killed the owner, we now own the property, because that makes sense. My helicopter's gone. Did I re-enter it? I might not have re-entered it. It's not a big deal, though.
Yeah.
In this route, we can just drive a car. Apparently really poorly. It's not any big deal. This is like the one category that it's not a big deal losing your heli here.
Yeah.
So, because in any percent no SSU, which is probably a category some of you are familiar with. I do have to do some on-the-fly routing here, though. You keep the helicopter for, like, almost the entire run. In 100%, obviously, you're going to use the helicopter to get some hard-to-reach packages. Which you do during this mission. You get, like, 3 packages, I think? 3 or 4?
Yeah, like 4 on the flight towards the mall.
I want to continue going straight. This is no big deal. This timer's not tight. And we're speedrunners. We can complete the mission really fast. Obviously, not intended to use a helicopter. I guess, isn't there a Maverick on the roof that I maybe could have used?
Yeah, but I mean, driving's gonna be faster at that point because you have to like run all the way up, and that's a slow helicopter anyway.
So, do you want to talk about these awful windows?
Yeah, so you gotta smash all these windows because you know that's gonna make them pay you protection money apparently. They take like a seemingly random amount of shots to break. So. If you can, it's nice to have a lot of grenades to throw at them, but if you don't, then you kind of just have to like shoot them. The Uzi is nice because I think that's the gun with like the fastest fire rate besides the minigun, and well, you don't have the minigun right now, so you just kind of shoot at them with the Uzi and hope they break sooner rather than later. He also picked up the casual clothes. No further comment on that.
Hold on. Flipped my camera way too far there. And that's the mission done. As you saw, we spent like barely a minute inside. So now, remember that replay I made earlier? First try, by the way. Over the Malibu buy icon? This mission unlocks the buy icon. And I'm actually going to go ahead and save, because this is one of the scariest missions, if not the scariest mission, in the entire run. It's not glitched or anything. It's just really scary. It's a hard mission. And it's a hard mission casually as well.
Yeah. He also just saw the interior world because he teleported out from an interior, which was namely the mall, and like the rest of the outside world textures are not loaded, even though like you can still kind of walk around and stuff. Yep.
So we're just gonna sprint over here and grab the PCJ here, and we're gonna do 4 stars on a bike. So this is gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna park it. I don't want to despawn it. So we're gonna run in here. And this is a horrible gunfight in an enclosed interior. Not fun. But if we aim first person, that immediately sets your movement speed to 0. And for a lot of the on-foot markers, you need to be at a movement speed of 0. So we can just aim that marker right after sprinting, and our speed's set to 0.
So yeah, the Malibu Club missions are basically just like a bank heist preparation like thing. So you bust this guy out of jail because he's good at busting safes, basically. That's mission number 1.
That's part number 1 done. Okay. We don't have any glitch cars, unfortunately, so this is even worse than normal.
Yeah.
Because normally we glitch one on the fastest boat. We're gonna make a replay here over that safe house. That'll be important after the mission. Hello. We just have to get to this pan spray and we'll be good. Just some empty barriers in the road. Cool. Okay. Alright, we made it. We're good.
And that was about as well as that could have gone.
Yep. Especially with having no glitch cars. Oof.
Yeah. By glitched cars, that's referring to, like, you can basically get cars stuck so that either you can enter them later or you just kind of like keep them there forever until you load a save. And there's only so many cars that can be loaded in the game. So if you just get like some cars stuck somewhere on the map, then you have like less traffic elsewhere and it's just generally easier to drive quickly without falling off.
I'm gonna be doing a job, and you're my safe
Yep.
cracker.
I've talked too much. Alright, so now we're gonna try and find that fast car again. I don't really want a taxi. Banshee will do. It has to have no, like, extra passengers.
Well, there's ways around it, but yeah, okay, that's good.
That worked. Good.
Has to block the driver's side door because if the passenger gets like so-called glitched out of the driver's side, then you can enter it through the passenger side, but then you're not going to be able to get back out of the car unless you like blow up the car, which is bad. So
Yep. There's another frame
this
perfect
keeps it
trick
up.
there, by the way.
Yeah.
Buying properties to replace is technically frame perfect, I think, the way we do it. And now we're going to get Vigilante on Mission 0 by starting it at the same time the save marker sets us on Mission 0, which is almost instantaneously. Because if you play a save replay, which happens to be that same buy marker, while you're in a vehicle, it won't show the save menu at all.
Yeah. That's called save starting. For some reason it sets on mission flag to 0. Not sure why, but it's convenient.
Yep. So, welcome to 4 Iron. We're gonna skip basically the entire premise of this mission. Remember that sniper we bought on Shakedown? Yeah, this is why we bought it. So, hello. This mission was unlocked very early on in the game, after Riot. The 4th mission we did. So, normally you're supposed to break into a golf course and kill a dude. However, we're not going to enter the golf course.
Yeah.
The reason we're doing this mission now is for rooting purposes, basically. Same reason why we bought the Malibu instantaneously.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because like I think a lot of casual people do this mission like immediately when it's unlocked, but then like every single speedrun that does this mission does it like after you complete Shakedown, because then you have the sniper rifle.
Yep. Okay, I didn't skip the cutscene there. That was my bad. Alright, so the phone's going to ring. We're going to shove ourselves in this corner. We're going to aim. Find a specific pixel. 1, 2.
Nice.
And like that, we killed the guy from a billion miles away. And that's the mission done. And so now we got an on Mission 0 call from the end of the mission. I'm holding it right now, and we're going to answer it here in a second, because we're going to do another mission.
Yeah, this will be like the first kind of like large setup, big glitch.
Yep. So we enter the phone call before going in the inferior. Start the shootist. This is the second Malibu mission. I'm going to make a save replay. And then phone call's going to end. And we're going to go ahead and start the mission a second time.
This is not for money.
Right. Yeah. We're going to start off doing the mission normally. However, there will be an instance left over when we finish the mission, and we're going to... I guess you can start... Well, is there... I'll throw it to the host first. hosts there, anything you would like to say?
Sure. Well, just want to basically go over what we got coming up on the schedule after this run, if you've been enjoying this marathon. After this, we will have Super Mario 64 nonstop 120-star randomizer, then Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX 100%, followed by Luigi's Mansion Max %, and then finally Hollow Knight 107%, where we have that $2,000 milestone. So we got plenty of great runs left on the day. Hoping to see you stick around for more awesome Complete-a-thon 2024. Once again, this is the final day. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Awesome. So this mission's a very basic, it's a shooting range tutorial. Amish, would you like to start explaining insta-passing?
Yeah. Okay, so basically, you can start... Okay, so we've already established that you can start missions while you're on other missions. So far, we've only started the same mission twice, which, you know, just kind of like duplicates the mission. In this case, actually, we're going to be doing that, but like, it's not going to pass the mission twice immediately. You kind of like do it once, and then you can like do it again, kind of, but we're not going to like do it the second time. Now, if you start a mission while you're on a different mission, well, what it does is it takes the offset of like the part of the mission that it's waiting at in the script, and kind of jumps to that part of the mission that you started. So most of the time this is going to crash because you're going to jump to like part of the mission. You're going to jump to like the middle of an instruction. It's going to do like something that doesn't make any sense, and the game's just going to crash, or it's going to try and do something with something that isn't even loaded, perhaps. But as it so happens, some of these wait points in some missions line up with parts of other missions where you kind of end up in like the sequence where you pass that mission. So like if you get to a certain part of, say, this mission and start Demolition Man while you're on that part of the mission, like that mission state, you just kind of like pass the mission. And there's all sorts of different like side effects that you kind of have to take into consideration for each specific insta-pass. So it gets quite interesting and also complicated. But we'll see here. For now, he's just kind of shooting stuff normally, just doing the mission.
Yep. And so now we've hit our goal, 61, so we can just skip this last round, which is really slow anyway.
Yeah.
And those characters, by the way, are GTA 3 artwork right there. I think, is that Misty? Is that who that's supposed to be?
Yeah, you see like Misty and like
bad.
Like Joey or something. Yo, yeah, 93 is pretty good. I somehow got 100% the other day. It's
wow.
Crazy. First time I ever got that.
Alright, so the mission's going to pass, and we're immediately going to restart it.
Yeah.
Which will re-trigger the marker to start the shooting range bit.
Yeah, the second like duped instance technically is like proceeding from this point here. And now you can like skip the tutorial here, luckily.
And we need to get a wanted level. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to shoot both of these guys right in the back, and then we're going to grenade ourselves.
Yeah. You don't want a phone call to come in, because then if you die on a mission while like your mission flag is 0, then you don't actually fail. But when the phone call is ringing, then your mission flag is 1. So then you're just going to fail the mission and ruin everything. So phone calls don't come in when you have a wanted level. So yeah.
Yep. So and now, so we died there between rounds 2 and 3. That's the very specific part of the mission we want to be at. Now we're going to make a pit stop by some goodies. Hello.
Yeah, considering you just like lost all your guns, it's good to get some back. Oh yeah, by the way, if you buy if you purchase properties via replay glitches, you don't actually spend money on them. So he has all this money left over from not actually paying for the Malibu, but still obtaining it. So you can spend that on guns and stuff. Not all of it, but quite a lot of it.
I want that. So we're on the lookout for a PCJ here. Luckily, I actually got one. I don't tend to get one very often. It's very good because that means we can do some nifty jumping that I won't fail. Oh, it's raining. Okay, well.
Every VC runner's nemesis, driving in the rain.
Yep. No less the scary jump. So what we're going to try and do is this is actually what we call unique Nice!
Dude,
Okay.
nice.
That was good. I'm actually going to get off here and cancel the phone call. And now we're going to start Demolition Man. And I have to skip this at a very specific point. Otherwise, bad things will happen. If I don't do it properly. Just give me a second.
Nice.
Good. And now we're going to wait for the phone call. There we go.
Yeah, there's like a
And-
van there. Spawns as part of the mission. So you insta-pass the mission, but you have like some leftover junk that is completely useless. So you just blow up the van that's part of the mission, and it automatically fails the leftover junk.
What? Hello?
Oh, you buffered that.
Did not
Nice.
mean to. I don't know when I did that.
Yeah, I didn't notice that you did that.
It's fine. No big deal. I don't know what happened.
But yeah,
though.
I guess I can explain save warps too. When you pick up a save icon, well, it only checks whether it's been picked up when you enter a certain zone. So if you pick up a replay icon in a replay, or a save icon in a replay, and then you enter like the neighborhood, then it kind of like checks whether it's been picked up. And well, it has been picked up because you enter it like while it's kind of like, you know, been triggered. So then you enter the zone and then you like teleport to like where that save icon kind of places you when you make a save usually. Oh yeah, this fella, kind of useless.
You don't really want him, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. So this is Barbara. If you'll notice, we're on mission 0 again. If you ever are struggling to tell whether we're on mission 0 or on mission 1, just see if there's like the mission icons on the map. And if there are, then we're on mission 0. If there aren't any, then we're on mission 1. So, premise of this mission is some bar is not paying, or I don't know, some place is not paying their protection money, so we're gonna go kill all their security guards. So that's the logical thing to do. Okay, this rain is not making this easy.
Yeah, it's preferable not to
Nice.
actually shoot both of them because that gives you like a higher amount of so-called chaos points. Oh boy. And yeah, you get a wanted level which blocks phone calls coming in. So if you just like squish 1 or 2 of them, that's preferable.
Yep. So I need to be careful here not to lose this phone call. So what I did there is I canceled the phone call and immediately got on the marker, which gave me control, but then I immediately fell off my bike, so it was like, well,
Yeah.
smart. Alright, so now I'm holding the phone call. And I'm gonna... Oh, you sir. Pop my tire. I don't know. Is there a better way to do that section there?
It's a grenade.
Oh, and it's back
That
there.
one. Oh boy, yeah, this is not good. You should pop your front tire.
Yeah, I don't know.
Funnily enough, if you have only your back tire popped, it becomes like almost impossible to control this thing. But if both your tires are popped, you can at least like make it move in some semblance of where you want it to go. I mean, this is still not great though, especially with rain on grass.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're good.
I would just catch up to him and then like jump off. Snipe. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That was like the worst combination possible. It's okay, no big deal. We'll just kill this last guy and then that'll be mission pass.
Yeah.
And then now magically it's a different time of day. Isn't it supposed to make it sunny?
It looks like the weather's getting cleared now, so doesn't look very sunny. But yeah, like the transition when the weather's already been kind of affected. It looks like.
So now we're gonna move on. We got through Barbara somehow.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the mission auto side, which is at almost the exact same point as the first payphone mission. And this mission is scary because I have a tendency to get busted on this mission.
Yeah, everyone does. Don't worry. This mission's like the worst in the game for getting busted.
So first things first, we're gonna do a cool little stand here, snipe this. Hello.
It's funny I didn't mention, but you saw like back during that insta-pass thing, you can actually like sniper bullets. You can snipe stuff through walls, so sniper bullets somehow go through like buildings and stuff, fences, everything.
Yeah, this mission is also very crash prone for some people. I don't know why some people have that issue and some don't. I personally never crashed on this mission the way they have.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So most of this mission, we're just using our sniper here. This is a very good sniper, actually, in most cases, because it's semi-automatic instead of just like bolt action, which the other which the other sniper was.
Yeah. You can blow up things very quickly, if you so choose. You can also snipe people very quickly.
Yeah, that should have worked.
Technically don't need the sniper for this, but it is a very suitable mission for sniping. So the mission actually gives you a sniper rifle if you don't, like it provides one to pick up if you want to take it.
Yes, it is very useful, especially for this next enemy. Now, you can do a trick to shoot this guy through the wall, but does it actually save any...
Don't get busted.
I don't have... Okay. Okay.
Just take the Raphael clothes when you're going towards the last dude.
Yeah, fair. Well, I need the phone call, that's the problem.
Yeah. So...
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Hello, officers. Alright, well, this is a little annoying. Yeah, remember when I said about getting busted?
Yeah.
Alright, so this last guy I'm gonna play a little... Well, second to last guy, I'm gonna play a little safe. And drive all the way out here. And
Yeah.
probably just gonna M4 his boat. Or him, that works too.
Yeah. The thing about this mission is you're shooting a bunch of dudes in very like crowded areas and kind of just driving around the place. And when you have 1 star, then cops kind of just like run up to you and can knock you off your bike and get you busted like very easily. So actually having 2 stars is sometimes worse than having 1 in terms of likelihood of getting busted. So yeah, it's not really that great.
Now I've got the phone call again, and this last guy has X-ray vision, so he's gonna see me right about now. Okay, maybe not there. Yep. Okay, so he. Sure. Okay.
Dude, nice.
Okay. Don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, this guy drives pretty quickly if you don't catch him quick.
I wanted to be careful there not to get another one on level, just to be safe, because there was a cop car right next to me.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go on to All Hands on Deck, which is another big auto-scroller. It's the last Cortez mission. So you won't see him again, but you'll hear from him. And first things first is we're going to answer this phone call in this little cutscene.
Bring you up, give you some advice.
Hey, Avery, what's eating you?
There's a lot of opportunity in this town. If
Yep.
you only
This is a very long, semi-auto-scrollery mission, which is perfect for taking a bunch of phone calls, which is exactly what's going to happen here.
perfect business opportunity. I'll catch you later.
Later,
Yep.
Avery.
Alright, so...
Or who are these supposed to be? French people?
Yeah, probably. There are several conditions for like proceeding past this stage of the mission. You can kill like certain ones of the dudes, or you can like blow up all their boats. Right now he's trying to get like the specific guys that like trigger the thing.
Dolly, remember me?
Hello, Sonny.
That's right, Sonny. We're all friends. You're not
Oh,
You don't have the M60 anymore, do you?
no.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sort things out.
You have to do the death work for the insta-pass. Yeah.
Well, I've heard you've been busy, all right.
Yeah, the
Is it
purple
pop-
gun.
It's not smart to do the death warp at the end of the mission shot, right? That's not a thing
Yeah.
in this
Do
category.
not do it. Do not do it in all missions. Yeah.
So here we just I'm gonna use my sniper here a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so for this part, it's basically just a lot of waiting, and then it checks whether like that big boat in the middle is destroyed, which now it is. The rest of the guys are just kind of going to be annoying, so that's going to be why they're taken out.
Tommy, we gotta talk about stuff.
What's the problem, Les?
It's you, my friend. I feel you're not giving me a fair slice. And more than that,
Alright.
you've been embarrassing me in front of the boys.
so I think that's good for now. So now I'm gonna just kill some of these guys for their ammo.
Tommy, I'm not your message boy. I'm not your running
Like that.
boy.
You have to kill them a certain way so that they drop their ammo.
I screw up?
Yeah.
Lay into me anytime.
They need to actually drop their gun before they disappear. So if you make them have like a really slow death animation, then they don't drop anything.
Sometimes I still don't drop it, even if you
Just take it easy.
kill them. I usually only get 2 of them to drop it here.
Yeah, because like their ammo drop is getting like merged with the existing ones nearby. So you just like walk back onto them and you'll get the ammo.
Oh, okay.
Lance,
Yeah.
I feel like this. Now I'm warning
And
you.
then yeah.
You hear
Oh my
me?
god, they have a helicopter.
Relax. Take
Oh,
a
no,
few days
anyway.
off, okay?
Yeah.
I'll talk to you.
Hello, someone here?
I don't wonder where the hell they're even like taking off from. They're just coming out of the bushes. Looks like.
Oh, shoot the heli!
Oh,
What?
you're passing.
Did I?
That's funny. Oh
Okay.
no, we're dead. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, well that looks fine, I guess.
Get to the payphone at the airport terminal.
Alright.
Alright, well... Did I get him?
No.
Oh my goodness. My aim's not on point today, I guess.
Yeah.
It's fine. There we go.
Okay.
Who's here? You. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah.
This mission's complicated. There's a lot of checks on random things that I don't quite understand. But...
No.
Hey. And then now we're magically in a boat. Then we just drive a little south, and then voila. Back here, this is going to be another mission I safety save at, because it is scary.
Yeah, the Vice Point like zone area is pretty big, so you kind of like drive into it, and then you can do the save warp to the Malibu, which is also in Vice Point. So
Yep. Welcome to the driver. The most unfair race in the world that we also cheat at.
but also you use a bike to cheat, so you can fall off and still get owned.
Yep. This mission is also one of the hardest, but I don't know if it's as bad as No Escape. Hello!
Dude.
Great start. We're good. We'll catch up. Right?
Yes. I think even if you fall off again, like you can still catch up pretty freely.
Oh yeah. I mean, this category isn't run at marathons a lot for a reason. But I recall, was it KZ's 8 SGDQ 2020? He fell off twice during this and still won.
Yeah, if you fall off twice and like nothing else really goes wrong, then you can win by the skin of your teeth. But yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah, but you would optimally not want to fall off at all. I still haven't found... Oh, there it is. Okay. So
Yeah,
there are
there's a lot of
2 major what we call cop traps. Okay. That we can avoid simply just by going on the sidewalk right here. There was one right there. They're really annoying because they like perfectly go at the speed to hit you. They will match whatever speed they need to hit you, basically.
Yeah.
And there's a second one coming up here. Hello, sir. Alright, and with tapping lean forward, we go super fast, so...
Yeah,
next
PCJ is
one.
really great on these straight sections.
Yep. And we're coming up here. And another point where you can pass Taylor is he takes like the slowest route possible around this corner. So, you can just immediately do that. Oh, I didn't get off there.
Okay, I'll drive for you, but please treat me bad.
All I have to do then is just get off and on. And guess what? We're going to do another little cool jump. Okay, we're in the tree here. We're good. Alright, now we're going to do the last Avery mission, which is 2-bit hit. And this will unlock a lot of stuff for us.
Yeah.
It'll unlock
You
the gang section.
Yeah, you basically just like instigate a gang war. That's like the whole point of this mission, and then you play both sides for both gangs after that.
Yep. Front flipping there onto the PCJ or whatever happens is faster, I believe, only for the PCJ. I think all the other bikes faster go on the side. Is that correct? That
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, because like getting on the freeway, there's like a little bit of extra time when you get on the front. Fadju, obviously, you just get on immediately from the side. So yeah, pretty much just a PCJ. And maybe the Sanchez as well, actually,
Maybe,
is
but
faster from
you
the front.
hardly touch the Sanchez in this game at
Yeah,
all. And
it's a piece of crap.
the only time you really do it for a long period of time is, you know, the TBD duping. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, this mission we cheese just by utilizing a wall to kill the dude without getting shot at. Makes this mission really easy.
Yeah, in this video game, if you can see it, you can shoot it. It doesn't matter if Tommy can actually like reach it. You'll see.
Yep. I'm gonna park up our bike against this wall here. And we gotta shoot him with the MP5, because I believe if you crit hit him on the first shot, then it'll fail the mission. I think that's right. Something like that.
I've never had that, but yeah,
I haven't either.
I couldn't say for sure.
So we're actually gonna, we're gonna do something called an F1 replay here. It's the only instance of this in the run, I believe, where we still want the saved replay we have. You know what I forgot to do?
Hmm?
Remember that Tech 9 replay that you were supposed to have here?
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll just use a phone call to avoid it.
Yeah, just do that. Just yeah.
Yeah, no big deal. Hello? Okay.
Yeah. So you can only have like one save replay at any given time, but like there's kind of like a replay buffer that gets saved when you press F2. So like you can kind of juggle having a save replay and also like something interesting in your replay buffer, which you activate by pressing F1. So you can kind of have like, you have like a save replay and then you can kind of have two replays for a brief period of time. But,
Yeah. So I'm just gonna save the replay now because I forgot to get it during the mission because I didn't practice this mission.
yeah.
Streamer not practicing a mission. Oh my god. Alright, so I think I'm gonna have to do this a little weirdly now. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have to do this really weirdly. Gonna have to push this out of the way, get in the taxi, start the rampage, start mission, and then make the save replay. Oh, save. I didn't do that correctly. Okay. We're good. So this is the Kaufman Cab mission. This is another asset mission. There's 3 of them. This one's called VIP. This is the only one we're actually gonna do. And yeah, we're still not even doing it normally. You'll notice that there's a theme here later in the game. We're not gonna do a ton of missions normally. Well, we're gonna do it for a little bit, but then after that, so we have the rampage running because we're gonna chain this again.
This is my fare. Back off, asshole.
And this, we can just drive by the dude here.
Yeah, it's a rampage for like the worst gun in the game, but you can still dish out enough damage to let him let the passenger out.
Hey, buddy.
And then, oh my god, this guy.
Just get in.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, now we gotta drive away quickly so he doesn't kamikaze us. There we go.
Yeah.
And you don't actually have to stay in the taxi for this point of the mission. So we're just gonna go ahead and switch to a new vehicle.
Yeah.
This is a cheetah. This is the police cheetah, more specifically. Basically, it's got most of the properties of the normal cheetah, except that it has a siren, and you can start vigilante with it. Which will... Do we actually... I don't think we actually use this for vigilante. I think it's just because it's fast.
You did earlier when you teleported to the safe house.
Right, yeah. Right now, I don't think we're using it for anything specific.
Yeah.
I think that's just a good car to use.
I really love this car. Its positioning is very nice because there's a bunch of crap cars in that area. And, I mean, it's just really cool. It's a Miami Vice reference, which I don't actually get because I haven't watched that, but it's still cool.
So we're gonna hold this phone call, go into this marker here, and mission will pass, just like that. I'm gonna go re-enter our little nifty little cheetah here, and just so that doesn't despawn. And metal detectors, take away your weapons. Welcome to the 4th payphone mission. And we're gonna go ahead and answer this call.
Tommy, it's Paul. I just heard from a mush that you've been
And we're gonna shoot in this corner.
You're acting like the big guy all of a sudden, giving it a big shot thing. Well, don't say I never warned you or nothing. Boasting is a mug's game, son. Anyway.
Yeah, so the metal detector has the peculiar property of magically giving bullets to you if you have no bullets for a given gun. So usually, okay, so when you use all of your ammo, it looks like you just like lose the gun, but actually you don't. You still have it, like kind of in your inventory. You just can't select it because it has zero ammo. And if you have a gun with 0 ammo, and you go to the metal detector, it kind of like puts the gun outside with like the default amount of ammo for that gun, which is for this gun it's more than what the mission gives you. So you kind of like create bullets. I mean, you create bullets anyway, but create a lot of bullets. So now it has 40 instead of 10. That's pretty good.
I don't want the katana, so I think we're good there. Hopefully I'm doing this right. So now, if I did everything correctly, which I didn't really pay attention to, my PCJ should still be at Kaufman Caps. Wait, where am I going? Alright, streamer knows the game.
Yeah, go to the white building and then...
Hello? Did I?
Oh. That was a little bit too far back, then.
I can get it, I believe.
It's over. Okay, maybe you can technically, but
yeah, I've been.
Cycle's too rough on that. Yeah, not a huge deal. Just kind of an unfortunate thing.
Well, my PCJ is still here, so it's good. It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll just make. Actually, do I need? No, I don't even need this replay. Because we're getting a new replay on the next mission. So, whoops. It's that save replay has like no reference, so you know you just kind of have to know where it is. There's a lot of those replays in this game where you just kind of have to know there's no reference. So, anyway, we're gonna finish up the mission here. We have to be on foot for some reason, and. Alright, so now we're starting the most boring, or, sorry, the most fun and entertaining section of the run. Downtown. There's no real entertaining missions. There's... Later, in the second half of downtown, during the film studio section, there's a checkpoint-a-thon section, is what I like to call it. There's also no glitches. We're doing every mission as intended, basically. Well, more or less. And just gonna kill this guy. We're gonna try and pick up this briefcase while on the bike, like we did with the Kruger at the beginning of the game. Wow. Okay. I took a lot of flashes.
Yeah, I think the particular reason you want to do that in all missions, wait, are you holding a phone call?
No.
Okay. There was, I believe, some route where, like, you really don't want to get off the bike for a specific reason, because if the phone call rings, you, like, kind of soft log the audio later in the mission, which means you soft log the mission. But yeah, otherwise, I think you can like just get off the bike and get back on, and then don't worry about that. But yeah, there are some routes where you do really need to like stay on the bike and do like the replay spam to try and pick it up when you're on the bike.
Are you really doing on mission 0 at this point? What route does on mission 0 here?
One of the fast ones. I forget. I don't run this category very much.
Yeah, this guy mostly does hundo nowadays, right?
Yeah, I've just been doing like primarily 100% for the past like 6 years.
Listen,
Wow.
fancy having love fist?
Okay, but just as a favor.
But yeah.
Respect returned.
100% is fun, but it takes a long time to get actually really good at the category. Like world records, what, 4 Mercedes?
423.
423, yeah. Like
All the top runners are going for sub 420.
This was my
That's hard.
first speed game that I did, technically. It wasn't one that I spent a lot of time on, but this was my first. And I've done hundo in some capacity for a while now. My PB is still over 7 hours. Now, I do the majority. I mean, the one big thing I don't do is instant deliveries, but hey, whatever. The hundo takes a long time to whittle down to a good time. So when I'm still at 7 hours, it's hard to do something like that. But, you know, 4 hours is a little more manageable.
See you later, big boy.
Difference with that is all missions in no SSU is a lot easier to whittle that time down. Like, what's considered a quote-unquote good time in no SSU is like under an hour. In all missions, I guess like under 220, I would say. 220, 230. I get maybe like something like that. But
Yeah.
all missions have become real quickly harder than 100%.
Hmm.
I would say all missions is a lot more luck-based.
It has a couple of sections where if you want to go fast, you need to kind of like rely on things like so-called man dupes, which I don't know if we're gonna see that, but yeah, there are some tricks that can be worse than hundo.
I don't think I do any man duping in this. Yeah, I don't do any man duping in this guy.
Yeah. Good.
I do 100%.
I do like one. I guess technically like tri-lighter duping is just like 112 man dupes, but like you can actually have a rhythm for that to make it consistent.
In all missions, what can you even man dupe? Isn't there like some alternative HTC thing you can do?
Yeah, so you save start the rampage. I mean, I guess we'll get to that. So that's like kind of a man dupe, because if you mess it up and start it too early, then you're screwed. Yeah.
Anyway.
Kill them.
Why can't I shoot? Hello?
What the hell?
He just started walking forward. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna... I mean, I don't need the god bike, so I'll just do this.
Yeah. Oh, you need an angel?
I'm just gonna catch up to him and kill him and just try this again.
Yeah.
I want to show off the god bike. It's
Yeah, these
okay, they're
guys
not
have,
going to be
like-
that far ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, these
probably
guys
be around
have
this
cheated
forest.
bikes. Usually, like the bikes that they're on are like really awful to control, but they have their bikes are heavy, which gives them like a lot more traction. It makes them like corner like
Where are you
actually
fools?
crazy.
There you are. This is probably slow by now, but I want to show off the god bike. So. This is more just for the sake of the marathon than actually going fast. But
I mean, actually doing this with an angel is not not that great anyway. You might have actually lost.
yeah,
But yeah. Like the regular, like non-glitched, or you know,
throughout this race you
special
need
property.
a freeway or angel.
Yeah.
Crucial
forgot about
detail.
I haven't done that casually in so long.
I know.
But yeah, I guess Tommy was just like walking towards the bike and we weren't able to like break out of that for a little bit.
It's okay. No big deal.
Alright.
But I think if you like bump them along the bike, it also triggers the race. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. they seem a little bit sensitive to that kind of thing, so you gotta be careful.
I've only done that in practice though, so it's nice. It's okay. You're never gonna see that in an actual run, right? But anyway, yeah, this is normally like really hard to turn bike, but this is called what we call the God bike. And this is the only instance of the God bike in the game, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
Other games have their own versions of God bikes. This is similar to, if you remember, the car we were driving during the chase in Waste the Wife. This is, in some sense, similar. I think, isn't this bike actually heavy?
Yes, I think it is technically the same thing.
Heavy, yeah.
Except, like, you notice it way more with this bike, because, like, normally it turns like an actual boat, but now it turns like some supernatural thing.
Right. So, like other of the GTA games, like Vice City Stories has a lot of instances of God bikes and things like that. So I'm just gonna park up here. And now this is a very tricky mission casually, but if you know how it works, it becomes really easy.
Yeah, kind of like Windows. Okay, this mission only has like a chaos meter, which you can't see because it's obscured by like the remnants of like the Judas stuff. It has like the 6160 thing there.
Yeah, that's gonna be there for, unless we have to load a save, it's gonna be there for essentially the rest of the run.
Yeah. So basically you cause a bunch of like mayhem, but the mayhem is partly based on like how many bullets you shoot at something. So like, you know, if you kill someone, if you blow up a car, but also like you kind of just want to like fire as many bullets as you can, and like you want those bullets to do as little damage as possible, so that you can like spend more time shooting cars before they blow up. And this gun is the best gun for that, so. Well, the minigun's good in some cases too, but
yeah,
only if there's like a police helicopter.
Too far away.
Or tank, yeah. And yeah, there's like I guess the sensitivity to chaos points is like a lot higher in this mission. So if you kill like 2 cops, you get 3 stars or something. So it's like really, you don't really want to be killing people. That does increase your chaos meter for the mission, but you can also easily get like 4 or even 5 stars if you're, you know, if you're a little bit too careless with it.
Okay.
Oh shit. You can make this jump with a cop car, by the way, if you want to try that.
Alright, we'll do that. Because we don't keep this bike for very long.
It's only to like jump into this place and like steal another bike anyway. For the mission.
Never actually done this with a car, so let's see how this goes.
Yeah, like kind of hit the stairs precisely.
Alright, this is gonna be a laugh. Okay, I don't know where you're putting that spike strip, bud, but alright. Might have to, you know, we might just go back at the bike. Might just do that.
I mean, yeah, this guy's being annoying. Ooh.
Oh, it got rid of my wanted level though.
Crap. You made it, but you actually didn't. Like.
We half made it. Okay.
Yeah.
Magic, PCJ spawn.
I mean, I guess you can just take the VCN heli or something.
Oh, that's a good point.
That would be something I've never seen.
Well, oh wait, hey, look, a Sanchez. Hey, look, a freeway. Alright, spin around. Let's try this again. Sanchez made it. I've made it with the Faucio. Now, okay, I forgot to do the Yoshi slow-mo thing, but let's bail off here.
Yeah, you kind of enter like the slow motion cinematic camera thing when you trigger these so-called unique stunts that you need for 100% completion. You don't need them for all missions, so there's a way you can like kind of skip the trigger and avoid having it go in slow motion, but yeah.
It's really hard to do on that jump. That jump near the Malibu Club that I did a couple times, that's another USJ, but that one's a lot easier to skip the slow-mo on. The staircase, not so much. Especially not going to really risk it with the Sanchez.
Yeah, I wouldn't have tried it with the Sanchez. I think it's kind of free with the PCJ because you can get like a crazy amount of speed and then just like yeet yourself off like the left side and you just like go spinning into the compound. But
Right.
yeah.
And we're gonna park to the left here a little bit. Ooh, that was almost perfect.
Yeah, pretty good.
Because Tommy has to walk to a specific spot before the guy will come grab the bike. So if you park, like, not there, then it's going to be really bad. Alright, and now we're going to go do the last Love Juice mission. Or Love Fist.
Yeah.
This is the little skull icon. And we're going to park our bike in a specific place.
You nearly freaking hit me, you freaking freak.
And... Hello?
Hey, it's Mitch. You did good, Tommy. It's good to have
Oh
you
yeah,
on
I guess we can do some lore.
You tell Kid Paul
So
he's
this is like some Scottish metal band, and they're a parody, of course, just like everything in GTA. And they're involved, or Kent Paul is involved with them, so that's how you get to know him. They need security for their concert, so that's why you get friendly with the bikers. And now the psycho dude from the second mission in this, who supposedly died, I guess he is actually killed. Rigged this limo with a bomb before getting killed, I guess. So now you have to like defuse the bomb before you all die.
Alright. Do I feel like doing replays or do I feel like driving? I guess I'll drive so we won't be completely bored.
Alright, good luck.
I don't
Remember,
normally
you can
drive, and it's raining too.
It always rains on this mission. Yeah.
Oh, does it? Oh, how do I never?
Yeah.
Oh, I always replay, so I'm never looking at the weather.
Yeah, you have to keep your speed up, or else the car blows up.
Yeah.
But since the only thing that progresses this mission is like a bunch of dialogue lines, you can just kind of like keep the mission in replays as long as possible, and like the audio lines like the audio keeps playing, and then every time like an audio line or like file ends, then you just kind of like break out of the replay briefly and then start the replay again and let the next line of dialogue play. You just do that over and over again until the bomb gets defused. So like in real, like so-called real time in the game, you can just have like barely driven anywhere and then the bomb gets defused.
Okay. This traffic blocked me from making my turn.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna be
You can
going...
pull back to the phone replays if you crash into something. But yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay.
Save.
Yeah. A bit of a clincher there. But...
Okay, I've practiced this mission tons. Because this was the hardest mission for me when I first originally played this game, back however long ago. Oh, oof. Okay. Move. Alright.
Yeah.
Screaming
Okay.
Aye, shut it and pull a wire.
Which wire?
Safe.
This one. No.
Man, we're okay. We ain't been blown up. Tommy, man, nice one.
I didn't save it there at the end.
Yeah. Right
We're
near where
good.
you're supposed to end the thing anyway, so worked out.
It's been a long time since I...
Have you finished with
Alright.
that ball?
We're good. We're fine. Is this copyrighted? Does this need to be muted? I don't know.
No, it's a Love Fist original for this game, which I don't think.
I mean, it
has
is.
copyright on YouTube.
It is on, you know, Spotify and stuff, but
I don't think I've ever gotten claimed on this, so.
I haven't either. I don't usually actually get claimed on this game, even though there are some moments with copyrighted music.
Yeah, as long as you're
VCS
not,
is always what I get striked on.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, luckily,
VCS probably has worse. But
Yeah.
with all
few
that Phil
places
Collins in there.
with unavoidable music, unless you have like no audio at all, like I guess even that's like permissible enough for the copyright music algorithms.
VCS has a lot of missions where you have to completely mute your game, otherwise you're gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah.
Alright, we're good.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna do another nifty little buy warp. First try again, let's go. And this is the film studio section.
I do wonder what
Another
they're filming here.
horrible part. This is just a normal film studio. There's nothing going on here.
Nothing saucy, don't worry about it.
We skip
There's a freaking
cutscenes.
journey, by the way.
Alright, so this first mission is the best of the four, I guess. Least boring, I guess. This is Recruitment Drive. We're gonna meet Candy, who's just a lovely lady friend of ours, and then Mercedes, who's also a lovely, lovely lady friend of ours.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yeah, we're gonna meet this actress here.
Hopefully that doesn't go too far.
Yeah,
I believe if it goes too far, okay, yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, it just kind of like teleports your car to like that spot if it's close enough when you trigger this cutscene, which is convenient.
The hell are you doing? You should have stayed at home today. Can you believe this, asshole? You in trouble now.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. I'll get the pizza. Alright, so this is just a nice friend of ours. Say hello to Candy.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna go meet Mercedes for over yonder at the pizza parlor.
The player gets introduced to Candy on like the first mission, the party, like in one of the long cutscenes when you're on Cortez's boat. But I don't think Tommy actually like ever meets her, so it's kind of weird. But
let's see if we can do this. Strat. Nope.
Hey, Tommy.
If you, it's a really hard lineup to do, but if you can trigger that marker and jump into the little pizza marker there at the same time, you can gain control during this cutscene. But it's really hard to do. I've only done it like once ever.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky.
Where are you going?
Oh boy. Yeah, hurting these two gets a little bit tricky sometimes.
We're good. Candy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if this was the correct way to go. That's fine. So, that'll be the end of the first mission. And then the next mission, Dodo Dodo, is just a plane flying mission. It's like, it's the only time we fly a plane in this game. In this category, at least. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only mission that... Like, it's the mission that kind of, like, unlocks this seaplane. And it's the only mission that uses it. And then after that, you can use it as you please, but...
Because there's another plane in this game. Yeah.
No, that's the only one, yeah. Helicopters and a seaplane.
Coming in for a warm-up?
Maybe later, babe.
PCS is similar. There's only one other plane. It's the friggin' crop duster. Oof.
Whoa.
This category is very tiring, I will say that. I believe it is faster to take the car here and drive over.
Yeah, I don't know by how much, but I think it's faster, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna be very careful not go flying in the water. 1F press. There we go. Oh, I never noticed I actually golded Publicity Tour.
Nice.
I do have my splits going. I believe that's the only gold I've had so far. Anyway, so this is just a little checkpoint-a-thon. Nothing interesting going on here. So if the host has anything to say, take it away.
I hear that. Well, just want to remind everyone that we do have the Link's Awakening bid war going on at the moment. Looks like red is still in the lead at $85, but blue could still make a comeback if you wanted to contribute to that. Everything is going to the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund. And as a quick announcement, if you've been watching this and you've been like, wow, this looks really fun, I'd like to get involved, well, if you'd like to help out with future events, we are always accepting volunteer applications and also run applications as well. So if you want to even be up here on the big stage or even do what I'm doing, hosting or volunteering behind the scenes like all the people making this possible, no experience needed. We are always looking for new volunteers. So if you are interested, don't be afraid to get involved.
Awesome. That also reminds me, if you would like to learn this game, I wouldn't recommend starting with this category, but or any of the GTA games, we do have a GTA speedrunning Discord. If you go to any of these speedrun.com pages and go to that Discord server. It's all on one Discord server except for GTA 5. GTA 5 has their own Discord because they're such a popular game. So we do have a GTA 5 channel, but most of the stuff, but beyond like, hey, what exactly is the strat? Like, you should probably go over to the other Discord. They have their own discussion channels and stuff. But for this game, for any of the other GTAs, we have one Discord with everything collective. There's help channels there. There's discussion channels for like strat finding and like discoveries, things like that. So yeah, if you go to any of our speedrun.com pages, basically, okay. I don't know if that can be shown somewhere or not.
Well,
But
I can post a link in the chat at the risk of getting timed out.
GTA 4 will change your life. Yes. And there's that mission. So now we're going on to Martha's mugshot. Also, plane physics are a lot like, or like plane exit and entrance a lot like boats. I mean, essentially. Isn't it classified as a boat still, technically? I feel like it might be.
Maybe.
Because it has like the same everything as boats. Like exiting and entering is warp in.
Yeah, behaviorally it's a boat, but it flies. It's a flying
Anyway.
boat.
Martha's mugshot. This is this is a lot nicer of a mission in all missions versus Hundo. I will say that. Normally you're just given that slow Sparrow helicopter for this mission, but we actually have time to go grab the faster VCN helicopter. But yeah, this is just a following mission, and then we take some pictures, and then we fly back with 5 stars. And that's the mission. Oof, I need to stop talking so much.
Yeah, well, luckily there's not much to say on this mission except for, snore.
Yeah. I mean, in, like, world record routes, I believe, you take, like, phone calls on this mission, right?
That is one route, yes. I don't think the world record does it at the moment, but yeah, that was like a thing. It is still a thing that you could do, but
wasn't it like, wasn't there a point where you would use like one frame to get on mission 0 on this mission? Was that?
Nah, you juggle like rampages on Dildo Dodo.
Oh, yeah.
And then you take phone calls here. Like I think it is still technically faster, but it's just like I don't recall that the record did it like when I was most recently doing all missions, so I guess it was decided that it was just kind of like too annoying for like too little time save, perhaps. So there's stuff you can do.
There's an instance where one frame was thought of at one point for this category, other than
I guess you could get a cop car in recruitment drive, then use one frame if you really wanted to. But I mean, why would you want to?
Yeah, one frame is exactly what it sounds like. It's a frame perfect way to get on mission 0. It's the only instance that works on like all platforms of the game, because it's actually, I believe, the only way to get on mission 0 on the console, right?
You can save start if you like enter a vehicle while like positioned on top of a save icon.
Right. Yeah.
But that's also like not that great. So. I mean, yeah, there's different ways. But yeah, like you exit your side mission vehicle and you like frame perfectly activate the side mission as you're getting out, like the last frame possible.
Oh, what happened to you? Normally you're supposed to like go through this building and then fight your way out when you take the pictures, but we don't have to do that.
Martha,
Yeah, you can just get up here.
I still haven't learned the real quick camera thing there that I see you do all the time.
Tricky, but
you can play replays there to like shoot faster, like you may have seen me do on checkout at the check-in with my sniper. If you play replays between each shot, you can shoot a lot faster. You can do that with the camera too, but if you don't do it properly, you can get your game stuck in, like, I don't think it's, like, frozen, but it's, like, okay. Alright, well, we're not getting that helicopter, then.
Yeah.
It's okay. No big deal. So, yeah, you can get your game stuck in, like, super slow, right? It's, like, 0.01 game speed, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's, like, meant to be frozen, but it's just really slowed down, is all it is.
Yeah, the weird side effect of, like, what happens when the game kind of, like, appears to freeze when you take a picture for, you know, cinematic effect, I guess. If that effect ends and you're in a replay and you break out of the replay, then you're kind of like, yeah, moving really slowly, and you need to take another picture to fix it. So yeah.
I didn't know you could take another picture to fix it. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I just never have trusted it. Anyway, this is the last Film Studios mission. Normally you're supposed to, like, jump across rooftops, things like that. But instead, we're gonna go get yet another helicopter and just hit all the checkpoints that way.
They don't stop you.
Yeah, you can use any vehicle technically for these checkpoints. They don't have any sort of check of your vehicle. So this first one you have to do with the bike. This is actually only possible to do that jump on this. Well, okay. There are ways to do that jump without being on the mission, but they're all incredibly hard. Like, the main one I can think of is theorizing, like, using the taxi boosts from the completion reward to get up to that. I think that was discussed at one point. And then there's obviously SSU to the mission, but that's still on the mission. But we're not here to talk about SSU. We're here to talk about checkpoints, I guess.
Yeah, this mission becomes very uninteresting when you use a helicopter, but it is faster. So.
Yeah, it's also can be really tricky to do sometimes. Weaving all around these buildings. It's hard to keep a good amount of speed.
Yeah, I mean, that's... heli flying is a skill unto itself that you need to go fast in this game.
At least it's not the Sparrow. Using Sparrow is... Glad we don't really ever do it in this category other than the previous mission for a second.
Yeah.
The amount we fly it in 100% is too much.
I guess we can talk about the different, like, helicopters a bit. So, like, this is the news helicopter. It's smaller and it's very nimble. The fastest thing in the game. There's also the police helicopter and the regular Maverick helicopter. The police helicopter is called the police Maverick. It's just like a different, like, paint scheme. I don't know if it's actually, like, different in terms of stats. Those are, like, kind of bulky and slow, but they're not the worst thing. You can get a police helicopter from a helipad downtown, but you can also get this thing from a helipad downtown. And then we have the Sparrow, which is like the crappy helicopter that some missions give you. It's the slowest one. There's also the Sea Sparrow, which is a bit better, but you need 80 I think you need 80 packages for it.
Alright, close your eyes.
Yeah, close your eyes. Because you're going to be seeing some eyes here if you don't.
Yeah, it's just some eyes. There's just some scary eyes, that's all they are.
Eyes emoji. And there's also the Hunter military helicopter, which you saw on All Hands on Deck, the boat mission. That is also not obtainable in all missions, so that's
fun fact. You can get a package during this cutscene. Oh, if you don't exit the film studio. Okay. Yeah, you can move during that last cutscene. If my helicopter hadn't blown up from the previous mission, I would have been able to use it. Like, been able to get in that, and it would be slightly faster than getting into this one. Because it would have warped me back here with that helicopter. But it kind of got shot and destroyed.
Yeah.
So now we're on to the last, like, Versetti Estate mission, and it's Copland. It's yet another scary mission. Oh wait, shoot.
Are you gonna keep the heli?
Yeah. I just lost the phone call though. Alright, well, we have to wait a few seconds for another phone call, so I guess.
I think you need to park the heli a bit farther to keep it.
Do I?
Yeah. Park it like beyond where the rose bushes starts. Doesn't have to be like in the bushes, but just like at least that far.
And Nate's just coaching me right now.
Keeping the run on track. And you get the phone call back.
Hello.
Hello, Tommy.
Yeah.
It's Baker. Just wanted to say I really enjoyed the show. Me and the boys want to thank you and remind you you got our respect. Good day. Keep riding hard, son.
Alright, so now we're gonna try and get 2 stars here.
But yeah, some of these missions have like quite peculiar like despawn radiuses where like it clears an area around where you start the mission. And yeah, like where the rose bushes kind of start is like a really good reference for this specific mission. If you park closer than that, it's just gonna get cleared. And you're gonna lose it.
Yep. Alright, anyway. Come on, turn, please. We have 2 stars right now. You need 2 stars to... I mean, I think you can technically get 2 cops in there with 1 star if you get, like, really lucky. But you get, like, consistent cops spawning here with 2 stars.
Yeah, like the mission straight up, like, scripts 2 cops to, like, run towards you if you enter the garage with at least 2 stars.
Ooh, I do have things.
Like so.
Did I get it? I don't think I got it. No, I didn't. Okay. You can do a line or a dialogue skip here if you throw that. There's a couple. Basically, you just have to kill Lance in this cutscene. Some people do it. Well, most people do it with a chainsaw. But okay, Lance, I don't want you in here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. I guess we're taking Lance with us. Not a big deal.
So like that line skip would have worked like, because like when you change clothes, technically what it's doing is like it deletes your player and then or like deletes the character or player depending on who's changing clothes, and then replaces them with like the different model. So like Lance would have been deleted and respawned as the cop uniform Lance anyway. So if you kill him, he just doesn't say anything. That's a thing in this game. If you kill people in cutscenes, then they just like don't say things, which is kind of funny. And then his corpse gets deleted, and then this Lance gets spawned, and you don't fail the mission or anything, because that would have happened in the cutscene anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that.
And the cops are doing their thing again. Lance? Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, he's down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying. You might have to like fly down. Oh, never mind.
Magic.
Yeah, so in this game, if you're holding sprint and there's someone like following you, you have like a follower, and the follower does like a certain animation where they're like kind of like waving their arms, and you're like looking away from them also. If all these conditions line up, then they teleport to you. So this is helpful when they get stuck, which can happen a lot with this guy.
Yep. It's pretty unlucky getting him just randomly teleport down there. That doesn't happen super often, but... Anyway, that's Copland done. Went... Alright, I suppose. Nothing majorly went wrong. We're gonna do that aiming with the weapon again. Into that marker. And now we own the state for a second time, I guess. I don't really know. Sure. So now we're going to do one last checkpoint-a-thon mission, and then we get into some real fun stuff. So this is going to be the start of the gang war section. This is, we're going to meet Humberto Rubina. He's the Cuban gang leader. We'll also, right after, meet Antipule, the Haitian gang leader. We don't need this heli anymore, by the way. Just kind of... wait. No, I did this wrong. I forgot the CPU before.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I should probably read my notes a little bit more. This is the ice cream factory. We're going to be seeing it here shortly.
Yeah, it has a peculiar name. We're not going to dwell on that too much.
Yeah, let's hope that works.
Definitely sells ice cream and doesn't actually sell something else. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. But it does have a mission for us that it's one mission we need to do. Well, we're gonna quote unquote do it.
Yeah.
I don't think that call.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I take it.
Hey.
So this is just a checkpoint on. So host, if we have anything to talk about, take it away.
Amigo, you're the man.
Absolutely. Well, just wanted to do a quick announcement. If you've been enjoying this marathon, this is the final day, but we do have a lot of very exciting runs coming up. After this run, we will have Super Mario 64 non-stop 120-star randomizer. After that will be Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening 100%, followed by Luigi's Mansion max percent, and finally Hollow Knight 107%, where if we do meet that $2,000 milestone incentive for Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund, if we do meet that $2,000 milestone, we will have the Path of Pain incentive, which basically the runners will race on the Path of Pain, which is an extremely difficult bonus section of Hollow Knight. So lots of very exciting runs. If any of those runs interest you, make sure you stick around. Once again, this is Complete-a-thon 2024, benefiting the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund. ! Donate in chat if you'd like to contribute.
Awesome sauce. So I'm gonna say it right here. This mission has an extremely rare glitch where those ramps that we hit don't properly despawn, and it makes this course, it doesn't make it impossible to complete, it's just very difficult, because I've never seen it happen. But I want to call it out.
I don't remember.
No, I've seen even have it. It's a very, very rare thing. Like, only a few people have ever had it. I'm gonna call it out now, so if I get it, then I've called it out.
Yeah, I've never seen nor had it, nor actually even heard of it myself. So
You
yeah,
haven't heard of
the
this?
level of
Oh,
rarity
okay.
we're talking about.
The ramps don't properly despawn, so like the textures, I guess, despawn, but the collision doesn't. So you just keep hitting into seemingly nothing.
Yeah, because you kind of like go both ways on this waterway, but like the ramp objects are changed, obviously.
Right. But good thing we didn't have it happen. So.
Yeah, good. And we can listen to Mr. Rico over here complimenting Tommy's manhood.
Yeah, and he always faces us, I guess, south.
Yeah, people standing in boats is kind of a weird thing. Saw it on Supply and Demand as well. Tommy just kind of standing there.
I work now. Yeah. Alright, so now we are doing some glitchy fun. That worked, right? Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to start a big section of On Mission 0 and Skip Fun. Starting with the Anti-Poulet missions. So we're going to get, we're going to save start Vigilante again to get it on Mission 0. And we're going to go, hey look, our Vigilante target. Hello. We're going to go drive up, and we're going to make a replay at a seemingly random point. Now this next mission is called Juju Scramble. The point of it is just to collect 3 briefcases while you have the police after you. The third briefcase gives you 5 stars. We don't really want to be driving in that. Plus, it's out of the way. So we're going to park right over here. And I actually struggle with remembering exactly
it's like
where this
directly
thing
next
is.
to like that little cover there. Yeah.
So I just kind of run around for a bit.
Yeah, like you're gonna run into it. You're good. That's why you run past the spot.
Okay. I have the Vigilante ready to go to cancel if I hit the slow-mo.
Yeah.
So now we've got, I'm holding a phone call. And we're going to go ahead and start the mission. And skipping cutscenes, like, kills the audio. So once we get in the car, it skips the phone call, but not actually. We still have to take it properly. And we're just going to do this mission on mission 0. Right here. And we want the phone call to come in before we hit this briefcase, because otherwise it won't be able to come in again.
Yeah, because you get 2 stars. So this is imperative to keep held.
Yes, because again, if you have 1 level, you can't get a phone call.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna... That was not great parking. There's a lot of dudes everywhere that we don't really care about. Alright, in before game. Okay. Oh, in before game crash. We're good. Alright, I need to keep this car alive for just a few more missions, and then we're good. Alright. I need to be careful. I'm gonna re-enter the cheetah. Alright. And then now I'm gonna take this on mission 0 phone call. And we're gonna dupe a mission. We're gonna dupe the next anti-play mission, and I'm also gonna make a quick okay. So we're gonna dupe this mission in the cutscene. So I'm gonna start the mission, hands off. The cutscene's gonna start. Phone call finishes, and we're gonna dupe it again. And then now we can skip the cutscene. And then we're going to jump. And we're gonna do another... Ooh, oh, that's bad. Okay. Do another specific lineup with this little triangle thing here on the left. And we're gonna try and destroy the car. Because we have duped this mission in cutscene. There we go.
Nice.
And now we're going to save warp. This is a very quick-paced section that I struggle to remember sometimes. And we're gonna start friendly rivalry, and that's friendly rivalry magically done. I'm gonna park this out here, wait for stuff to clear up, and we're gonna go ahead and save. This is one of the only safety saves that like pretty much everyone does, except for like board record people, I guess. And we're gonna start Vigilante on mission 0, and this is a coin flip part, kind of. Okay, we're gonna cancel this phone call. Why don't you explain it while I focus on doing this?
Okay, so basically he did an insta-pass. The second taxi mission can be insta-passed with bombs away, but only if you dupe it in that cutscene for some reason, so he failed one of the instances after doing that. And for some reason, I actually literally don't know. So yeah, that worked, and then after, yeah, I kind of have to wait a little bit to like start other missions, and otherwise the game crashes, so that's why he like waited a little bit, made the safety save, and then starting Vigilante with the bombs away mission that he just used to insta-pass something else. You can insta-pass that with Vigilante, you just start it and then enter the marker. But you also don't want to start the next mission immediately, because, you know, if you just stand there and the mission passes, and then you start the next mission, you still have like kind of, again, like leftover mission garbage that is going to cause a crash. So you do some sort of setup that lets you like start the mission, but then like not actually trigger the mission immediately. The most common way up to this point has been like just knocking yourself over with a grenade. The mission doesn't start, like you start the mission, you get blown up by the grenade. The next mission doesn't start until Tommy gets up, but if you kind of buffer a sprint jump where you just kind of like immediately like jump out of the marker, most of the time I would say like a very high percentage you can kind of get out of there before the next mission starts and avoid the game crash. If the game crashes, then you can just try it again, but that's slow, obviously.
Yeah. So we did it all
There's
good.
another way, but yeah.
And that's the last anti-play mission done. That was dirty looking, so we just had to kill some people. No big deal. Now, yep, for some reason Vigilante just auto-canceled there. I don't know what that's about. Alright, I'm going to be very careful pulling in here because my car is very low health and I still need to do one thing with it. So we got a rampage there. And now I can just reverse here. I'm being very careful. I do not want this thing to explode. Nice. The second time that's happened. Wow.
You might be not pressing F2 when you're making new replays. Like F2, F3, F1, F2.
Yeah, I don't press F2.
Yeah, so you're picking it up in like a frame or two in your previous replay.
No big deal though. Yeah. So now we're gonna park this here. This is just for safety reasons. I'm gonna park this here. Start, get out, and immediately trigger the mission. And this is spilling the beans. And we're gonna do this mission on mission 0 to chain into some fun stuff. If you want to go ahead and start explaining that now, like the asset, you know, all that fun stuff.
Okay, so basically, this mission isn't very interesting on its own. You just kind of do it with the rampage running. But the next mission is hit the courier, and herein is the most well-known reason that the game is run in Japanese, because one of either, I believe the distribution mission for the ice cream factory, as like the name of it is changed to ice cream mission, among other things. But yeah, like there's enough changes in the mission scripts on the so-called Haitian-friendly versions. The Japanese version is one of them. So it's not because it's Japanese, but it's because the Japanese PC version is a Haitian-friendly version. So the mission script has been modified.
And nothing's
and yeah, basically. And so you can, this Instapass where you start the mission after this, the hit the courier mission, so it's the second and final Printworks mission. You just start that mission, and then you start the ice cream mission, and it instantly completes. And this is only on Haitian-friendly versions. And that's like one of the big ones, especially for any percent, no SSU, because you need 7 assets to trigger the final 2 missions. So you just kind of like, you do the 2 mandatory ones, and then you just do the ice cream Instapass 5 times.
How did that car that I glitched?
Yeah,
just hit it.
Oh yeah. So yeah, in this case, I believe we're just gonna do it twice, because you do still need some assets. There's a lot of assets that you can do that don't actually provide missions, so they're not done for all missions. So you still need to get some extra assets to kind of like complete that and trigger the final missions and stuff. So like not only is the ice cream mission itself actually considered a mission for the category, but you also have like the asset completion thing being like repeatable and instantly doable. So that's extremely useful. And yeah, that's kind of what this is all set up for.
Yep. So we're finishing up spilling the beans now. I got owned by myself. Do you remember that that car I glitched way back after No Escape? Yeah, I just hit it. Set it in the exact point where it would hit me. What?
Oh. Yeah, you gotta slow down there. Yeah, so kind of need a phone call ringing before the mission passes. In order to get to actually like chain the on mission stuff. That's when it disappeared as soon as you went there, of course. So yeah, you need to therefore have not any wanted level. So we pick up those cop bribes.
Yeah, that second one I got psychoed on, I think, so. And here is, we're gonna Instapass distribution 3 times. And then we're gonna do another Instapass that just happens to be at the exact same point.
Yeah, it's a very versatile
miracle that this stuff works.
mission. Yeah.
I'm not gonna try for any fade skips or anything crazy like that. This part can be like really optimized here. Except I'm not going to do any of it because it's insane.
You can screw yourself over if you mess it up, yeah.
You can also, I think it is this category where you can technically do 2 Instapasses and do some other weird and wacky trick.
Yeah. You use the remnant of the Camageddon Instapass to dupe hit the courier. That's what I do when I play this mission. Or I mean this category. But yeah. That also involves a man dupe, so yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's not good. Not raining anymore, thankfully, so I can do this driving section a little bit easier.
But yeah, people in YouTube comments like to complain on Vice City speedrun videos like, oh, this guy's just cheating and glitching and stuff, and they put a bunch of dislikes on these speedrun videos nowadays. But believe me, like, some of these missions are just like, okay, some of them are kind of cool, to be honest, but like, I think the existence of these glitches leads for like very interesting routes and stuff. And also some of these missions just suck. Like, do you really want to be doing like the freaking ice cream distribution mission? You know, I don't. For 100%. Do you really want to be doing like paramedic and pizza boy and all that stuff? I don't. So cool that there's these skips.
I guess I'll put this like here.
Just get in.
Just get in. Okay. Wow, my brain just completely died.
Yeah, you're good.
I even practiced this this was like the last thing I practiced was this. Alright, so that's Kaufman Cabs done as well.
Yeah, use taxi side mission to cancel the instance as well.
Yep.
Just in case. Alright.
Hello? Okay, I think that's good. And then we start that. And then we're gonna get our bike back because this is... It's actually been so long I forget how to do this part, so I crafted my own part. I have no idea if this is the correct way to do it. So, remember that car we glitched that I also hit in a mission or two ago? Yeah, so this is where it finally comes into play.
Do you make a save replay here?
No.
Okay.
That I can say with confidence. But I just checked myself.
Okay.
Yeah, this category, there's a lot of hard stuff to remember. Honestly, in some ways, I don't know if it's because collectibles are easier to remember or what, but 100% is a little easier to remember everything. Alright, so now we finally got that car we glitched so long ago. We're actually going to take it. And this is a very less known mechanic in this game. And you can actually rig cars with a bomb in this game. It's not marked on the map. It's never used in any mission. Like in GTA 3, I believe it's on the map and it's used in like several missions. But yeah, both this game and San Andreas, for that matter, you can rig a car with explosives.
Yeah.
This is the only one that you can do it at in BC, and it's just a detonator one.
Yeah. It's extraordinarily cool that we actually found a reason to use this in, actually not only for the Instapass you're setting up for, but also the international version, Pizza Boy Instapass. So that's cool.
It's really used for that? No.
Yeah. You need to use it to like blow up some windows on Shakedown remotely.
Wow. So now I have to be on foot when this rampage ends, so that fixes my weapons. Just like that. And blop. Take another phone call. And hope that I don't crit this lady.
Yeah, for some reason you can't switch away from the detonator by normal means, so you have to use fancy stuff like the automatic weapon switch from ending the rampage like right there, or entering a shop where it automatically switches weapon.
I gotta go around the other way because things happened that I didn't want to happen. So I have to take a really weird route here.
Oh yeah, these ladies, they don't shoot you when you're on a call, but once your call ends, you're prey. So.
All right, we're good. Little, not exactly how I want that to win. Wow.
It's good.
English. That was English right there, folks. So now we're gonna go ahead and finish this mission, and since with the route that we've done, this is gonna immediately unlock Cap the Collector. Okay, so I didn't even get a chance to hold the phone call here. That's okay though. Hopefully I can still get the Insta CCC call.
If the one level goes away, yeah.
Alright, I did that properly. There's a lot of ways. Basically, you just don't want the phone call to come in, and this like little buy marker or money marker makes it so that you don't get phone calls.
Yeah, it's like a zone around it where it blocks phone calls from coming in. I guess so that you don't accidentally like, have a call come in like as you're trying to buy a property or something. So
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright, anyway, Cat the Collector. The quote-unquote penultimate mission. This is not actually the second to last mission in the route, though. We still have a lot to do. Well, wow, what? That's new. Is that going to cause problems? Yes, it is. Okay. Yep. So this mission is now going to be completely and horribly screwed.
Yeah. So for some reason,
What's
if these
the
guys
next
don't encounter any
place
traffic,
they're going to go? Boatyard, maybe?
they're gonna go to like either coffin cabs or film studios. I think they go to coffin cabs first. So
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, I should still be able to catch them though.
yeah. So if they don't encounter any traffic and they're going to the ice cream factory first, they just kind of like they just kind of get stuck there and they don't tax the asset, and then they all like kind of just come towards you, which is really convenient. But now they're gonna go towards different assets. These are like mafia guys from your old boss, and they're harassing you for not being loyal, I guess.
Yep, no big deal though, since we're catching them early enough, they're going the same way. Alright. So, this is the part that I'm gonna start that now. This is the hardest part of the run. This is called a huge, like, saves, like, what, 5 minutes? Something like that. That's huge for this game. It's a huge time save. And we are basically skipping two of probably what the longest story missions in the game. Keep Your Friends Close, the final, like, story mission, and The Job, the last Malibu mission, the bank heist one. By some kind of luck, they both insta-pass each other. So, that's what this rigged car was for. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start Keep Your Friends Close.
Tommy, it's Lance. We got big problems.
Right here.
Come down here right away. Where is this?
And we're going to do almost the entire mission normally. However, because right at the end of the mission, there is a very specific point that insta-passes the job. Spoilers for killing Sunny. There's a fade into, like, the final cutscene once you kill Sunny. That fade can insta-pass the job. So, that's what this rigged car is for, because we need to be at the job once Sunny is killed. So we're going to kill him remotely with a rigged car.
Yeah.
That's what this whole setup's been for.
Oh yeah, did you say before this?
So, we're going to go ahead. This is our beautiful rigged car. Unfortunately, we're still on the rampage, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. We'll just have to wait like 10 seconds. It's fine. We're gonna... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna focus. I'll let you do the explaining. I'm sorry.
Well, alright, so this car needs to be positioned roughly where Sunny's gonna be once, like, the final cutscene happens. Yeah, teleporting into the mansion is kind of prudent for this because you have the car, like, kind of right there. You just get rid of this interior mode thing, move the car a little bit farther back so that Sunny doesn't, like, spawn on top of it. Then you gotta take out Lance ASAP. Yeah, you can chase him to the roof and then, like, jump back down. Or go back down the stairs, etc. There's ways to kill him in the hallway, which are a little bit faster, but it is a bit trickier in all missions because you don't have any big guns like you might have in 100%.
Yeah, the only two main ways I know are minigun and chainsaw.
Yeah, you can also knock him down, and then, like, just shoot at him.
Okay.
You have a lot of time left over anyway, so you're just kind of, like, chilling here. This mission's on a timer. 1 minute after the mission starts, Lance can be spawned. 2 minutes after the mission starts, Sunny can be spawned. So it's a bit of an auto-scroller anyway. It's no big deal. You get Sunny's HP down to enough where a car bomb is going to kill him. So that's 4 shots with the revolver. Oh boy. You can tell if you... Oh, fuck. Okay.
I let go of the phone call. I think this is still okay, yes?
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
I have to go get the remote grenades, yes.
Yes, you're
okay, I guess it's actually fast to take this taxi.
I was worried there for a sec because I was like, is he gonna like keep holding the phone call or?
Nope, I knew to let go.
Yeah, that's good.
Right, sir.
So yeah, so the mission didn't fail because he wasn't on a mission technically. He released the held phone call.
I'm sure this was a strat at one point. I think I still got all 4 shots off on him, so.
I believe you did. I couldn't see the blood splat super well.
Yeah, because I tried running and releasing the call, but it was not enough. So,
yeah,
it's okay.
Just
back up.
Basically, the rigged car is still there. Sonny's still there. He doesn't have the detonator to actually blow up the thing anymore, but like any detonator actually works for this. So you can pick up the remote grenades that are behind one of the buildings here. And then when you throw one of them, you'll pick up the detonator. And that's not only going to detonate the grenade, but also the rigged car. It's that building you just passed.
Oh, the one that I passed. Okay.
Yes.
I have a phone call still? Oh, it's the one I need to take. Yes.
Yeah. So just turn left here. Yeah. Fine here.
Ah, never used these in my life.
They're good.
And then I'll just throw one of these nades like outside and then get the detonator.
Yeah.
So hope this still works. I've never done this before. Just get this phone call real quick.
I was thinking just pressing the detonator when you're like well into the Malibu Club, just to be safe.
I have a lineup.
Okay, okay.
Oh, if I can get to it. Oh.
Wait, you did fail it? Or wait, what?
I guess I did fail it.
The fuck?
What is happening here? Do you see this?
I'm confused. I didn't see mission failed. What?
Huh. Should I just load a save or should I continue on?
I mean, did you save?
I didn't save. Well, my last save is from bombs away, so. We'll just load a save. It's alright.
Yeah, if you have like a practice save, you can go for it.
We're getting
again.
close to estimate, so I just want to move on. So I'll just put ourselves at loose ends. We'll just get past the rest of this, because that was basically all we would do is go back and start KYFC, and insta past it, and then canceled the remaining. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, no problem. Hope the save just isn't bricked. Okay, we're good. I don't know what happened there. We're good though.
Are you in game again?
Yeah, it should capture.
Restart stream, please.
There it is. So I'm gonna take this phone call, and so now we're magically on loose ends.
Restart stream, please.
Restart. Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay, we're good.
That stream.
Okay. What about
Thought you meant the other stream. My bad.
No.
All right. So this is the last pavement mission. This is a giant auto scroller, and auto scroller, giant shootout, and then this phone call is really long. So we are able to skip the entire shootout with this.
Oh, thank you, Tommy. Tommy, thank you. The shame would be unbearable. Anyway, Tommy, you must excuse me, all right? The new Minister of Interior has arrived. Many years ago, I killed his father in a failed coup, so I must be polite. Hey, good day, amigo.
Alright, we're good. And that's that mission. And we just have to fly to the end, and we're coming up here on the end. Are we gonna be underestimate? We'll find out.
It'll be around there. So yeah, this is basically just like pretending that the double instapass worked, which is like you would have started the job and then you would have been like at the end of that mission, except you would have passed it, and then there would have been like the other instance of the mission still going, and then you use that to insta-pass the final mission that was not actually completed because you blew up Sonny. Or you didn't blow up Sonny. Well, you did blow up Sonny, but then you used that for another mission. You didn't technically pass it. And all that. So this is what happens after that. But that takes a long time to set up, so in the interest of time. You would have had to load a save anyway, yeah, a practice save.
No big deal, though. I just want to be underestimate so that I'm not hogging up the schedule too much. So I'm going to make a quick safety save here, because... Scary thing. Oh, come on, Tommy. Alright, so we have 5 missions left. Wow. Guess we're running.
Oh, it's a pretty quick run.
Wait, I'm gonna have a phone call coming. Yep.
Oh. There's a Patriot. This works too.
Hello?
No.
I don't... Does the Patriot spawn... Oh, it does spawn in there, okay.
Yep.
Many things. You're not... you never come here in this game other than these missions. So this is Gunrunner. This is the first of the 2 fill missions. It has a lot of glitches in it that can make the mission go very wrong. Such as... So basically we have to steal some weapons off some trucks. But those weapons can magically go to 0-0. For no particular reason. So. This Patriot can also very easily despawn if you just go slightly too far away from it. So, that's the scarier one. The second section isn't as bad. It's a very quick and easy mission. Phil's missions are both pretty quick. Say hello to the Scooter Brothers. And then we got 2 more weapons here. And I'm going to do... Nah, I guess I don't need to do the strat. I was going to do the thing with the SMG, but I don't actually need to do that. It's all missions. Okay. And perfect. They just dropped off some vehicles for me.
Yeah, and then they just kind of like chill there once the mission passes.
Yep. So now we're gonna go on to Boomshine, Saigon. We're gonna take a little nifty route back over to Phil. It doesn't say we have a mission. We have to take a phone call from him. Yeah. Yeah. I had to make sure I was taking the right phone call. If you enter into Little Haiti before taking the phone call, it won't be this phone call. It'll be an Auntie Poulet call saying, "Hey, why are you back here?" basically. And we want to unlock Phil first.
Yeah. And plus, you kind of have to like wait for the phone call dialogue to actually occur anyway, so.
Right.
It's not really that big of a deal.
I'm cheap here, and I'm gonna pause. So this mission basically gives you like a little drunk effect. Only time in the game that does this. But if you pause and unpause, it goes away for a little bit. So I'll have to do this like 2, maybe 3 times. Basically, all you have to do is drive Phil somewhere, and that's it.
Yeah, you still see like the screen, you know, turning white and wobbling and stuff, but like there's an input delay thing that you can kind of cancel out. So. Yeah, okay, I'm looking at the VOD. I'll keep your friends close. Yeah, so like, judging by the map icons, you did die on mission 1, but like you still see... I mean, yeah, I didn't say mission failed. That's what really confused me. Cause like,
yeah, that's why I thought I let go of the phone call early enough.
I don't get it. I don't know.
I'll have to investigate further afterwards. Alright, so that's Phil's place. that's quote unquote an asset done, but it's not. It doesn't count towards the asset completion. Not that it matters at this point anyway. You just get some weapons you can buy, and we don't need them. They're just like some of the best weapons of the game. What is it? M60, RPG, minigun, and remote grenades, I think. Anyway, we're gonna come back and we're doing the last 3 missions of the game, starting with cannon fodder. And this is actually the last normal mission of the run. Because there was a semi-recent route change, which I believe I mentioned at the beginning of the run. And this route change is at the very end of the run. So it's another Instapass. We've done some Instapasses throughout this run. It's Instapassing the final mission of the run, which is also the final Cuban mission, Trojan Voodoo. But you'll see it has a special side effect. Actually, this gun does not have a whole lot of range now, does it? Alright. So, I guess I'm going to throw it to the host here for anything they have to say last minute.
Sure, just an announcement that we are here supporting the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund. Girls Make Games believes in providing every girl and woman with the opportunity to discover their potential and talents through gaming and game development. With your donations, you're able to contribute directly to Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund that provides girls and women with the resources and opportunities to pursue careers in gaming through Girls Make Games many programs such as their 2024 college scholarships, summer camp scholarships, and the new mentorship and internship programs launching later this year. Once again, !donate to get involved.
Wonderful. So this is just a little shootout where we have to, there's a lot of unskippable cutscenes. It's fantastic. And then we have to steal this van here. Predictions on how many tires are going to get popped? Let's find out.
3.
Well, would you look at that? I feel like I am one of the luckiest people when it comes to that mission, because this is actually what happens most often is no tires pop. Which is apparently, for most people, really rare.
Yeah, unless you kill a bunch of the dudes, which is slow in all missions, because you don't have the minigun.
Yeah. Okay, I need to shave my door off. It was very important. Mega important. That's the only way we can keep this van. There we go. Oh god. Gonna Austin Powers ourselves real quick. Alright, so this marker, we're gonna finish the mission, get out, and immediately back in. And hello, I don't have the replay from that I'm supposed to have.
You also brought your door back on.
Yeah, it's not a big deal though.
Okay.
It's just so that we can have a vehicle to work with, but I'll try to get it off again. But it is, after all, just well, is the door actually there?
Yeah, it's kind of a funny thing. Like, if you play a replay and your vehicle has like a locked door that has been shaved off, it just kind of like comes back.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
came back, huh?
If it's not open enough, then you can't get back in.
Yeah.
But if it's left wide open, you can get in. It's kind of
anyway.
Stuff.
Yeah. So we're gonna get on mission 0 for the last. Hello. Let me do this properly. On mission 0 for the last time with Vigilante. And we're gonna. This is not the last mission. This is the second to last mission. Naval engagement. This is normally a very scary mission, and it still was in all missions until this route change. Now it's super easy with some on mission 0 shenanigans. So we're gonna get an on mission 0 call again. Start the mission. And just get back in the car. Don't start Vigilante. Don't need another game crash. Oh my god. And we're going to make a replay over the SSA by icon. That's what we'll call it. This is Sunshine Autos.
Yep.
Is there anything notable about it? It's like, it's an asset, but it doesn't have missions. You have to collect cars instead. But another thing is it also has races. The races are what we want, because they are technically missions. So I'm going to take a phone call here in this cutscene.
Yeah, so the races don't actually count as like missions for completion. They still count for like 100%, so that's an 100%, but you can still kind of use them for insta passes. There are some insta passes that work using the street races. And actually the final Cuban mission can be insta passed and just like starting a race and then starting the final Cuban mission. So that's what's going to happen after this.
Weird, right? Yeah, we're not going to be underestimate, but we're going to be like not even. Well, wrong gun. Okay, we don't want to die yet, but we're going to die here in a second. You can whittle down my health some, but I need to take those 2 briefcases first, and then we're going to, and this is the hard part, which is you get 4 stars. Problem with this mission is we've done so much duping that 4 stars, if a couple spike strips get laid down, our game's going to crash because the object pool is too high. But dying not only gets rid of our wanted level, it also gives us a taxi to immediately warp back to the end of the mission. So, it's really nice. And, dying on mission 0 means that you don't fail the mission. So now we're going to finish this mission, release the call right at the end of the mission. And then we're going to warp on over to Sunshine Autos. And here's the final setup. Come on. Come on. So we have this on mission 0 call. Nothing's happening, but we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna start the first race.
Nice punch.
Alright. Sentinel's not there, so we have to find... Well, really any car works, it doesn't really matter at this point. And here's the thing. Time's coming up. I will say when time is, because it's not gonna be clear for you guys. It is not gonna be clear when time is. But I'll say it. And we're gonna start this mission, and you're gonna see a mission failed. And well, let's just watch.
Yeah.
Factory gets destroyed. Mission failed. And just wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Time.
Yeah. So that was an insta pass.
Game's gone.
Yeah, that's an insta pass where like immediately after passing, it jumps back to a different part of the mission that's invalid because of the way this insta pass works, and then the game crashes. But the pass technically happens before the crash happens, so if you do it last, then it's still good for the category. So yeah, GG.
Gosh.
You did what you could.
I did what I could. Yep. Well, that's what happens when you have no time to practice.
Yeah. Would have had the double insta pass if it wasn't. I guess maybe you might have released it like a little bit too late, and it was still like going through the dialogue lines or something. It's kind of hard to see in the VOD, but oh well.
I have to go like frame by frame. All right, well, that's that. We are like 30 seconds over estimate, so I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. If there's anything I'm supposed to say, hosts.
Well, we can start with where can all these wonderful people find you?
Okay. So you can find me mostly on Twitch, wolfbloxer06, everywhere wolfbloxer06. FYI, I have a YouTube channel. Most of that is going to be VODs from Twitch. There's sometimes some YouTube exclusive content on there. My Discord at wolfbloxer06. That's about it. That's really anywhere you can find wolfbloxer06 essentially is me. Speedrun.com, things like that. So, what about you, NH?
I'm MHMD_FVC on Twitch. I don't care about the other platforms so much, but you can go to my Twitch channel, and I got stuff on there. If you're interested in 100% speedruns.
All right. Well, that was Grand Theft Auto Vice City, all missions by wolfbloxer. Chat. Let's give him a hand. You really went through it on that run, but I mean, you managed to pull through in the end, and that's all that really matters. Up next, we are going to have Super Mario 64 Nonstop 120 Randomizer by Lab Member. We're going to kick it over to that very shortly. We got some setup going in, so we're going to go into a brief intermission period. We'll see y'all soon. Alrighty, gamers, just a reminder that you're watching Complete-a-thon 2024, the final day, in fact. If you're new here, popping in, maybe want to see what's going on, Complete-a-thon is a completionist charity speedrun marathon. What is a completionist speedrun marathon? Or completionist speedrun in general, I should say. Well, it's a style of run dedicated to the 100%, the all collectibles, the all bosses, all red berries, all anything. Cassette tapes, you know, if it's a quest, if it's got a little icon on it that we can check off, well, we're gonna go and collect it. That's what all these runs are about. And these runs, they're always a lot more unique than you'd see in your traditional any percent, in that there's never before seen strats, right? Like certain strats that maybe are really cool but aren't very applicable to the any percent for whatever variety of reasons, not fast enough, have to go too out of the way. Well, with these style of runs, you wind up seeing these never before seen strats, and they're always super exciting. Like you just saw in Vice City, all these different, unique, cool glitches that aren't really applicable in any percent because you just finished the game. Well, we can do that here. So up next, we are going to have Super Mario 64 nonstop 120 randomizer. And I mean, 120 star in Super Mario 64 is probably the most classic completionist speedrun. Get all the stars, so you see all the strats to get all these different stars. And this is nonstop, which basically means when you pick up a star, it doesn't stop. So that's a super unique run. It doesn't like do the whole animation and kick you out of the level. No, you just stay in the level. So that's what's coming up next. And once again, this is Complete-a-thon 2024. We are supporting the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund, which this is an excellent organization. Let me tell you all about them here. It's basically, while women make up nearly half the gaming population, less than 24% of game developers in the US are women. Girls Make Games was created to address this gender gap and create a space for girls to explore the world of video games. To date, nearly 25,000 girls in 160 cities and 22 countries have accessed game dev workshops, summer camps, and tutorials. So, chat, what an excellent organization. And on that note, we are trying to hit the $2,000 donation milestone by the Hollow Knight run. So the Hollow Knight run is happening right at the very end of the marathon. So basically, we're trying to hit this big milestone to kick off the end of the marathon, end it super strong, chat. I know we can get there. And if we do hit that $2,000 donation milestone, we will see the Path of Pain on Hollow Knight. So basically, these runners are going to go through an extremely difficult section of the run just for us as a reward for meeting that milestone. So it's a very difficult section with lots of precise platforming. And if you've not seen a Hollow Knight speedrun, I mean, it's all precise platforming. So it's just even more precise platforming and speed. And it's always such a joy to watch those runners. So lots of things to get excited for. Once again, you're watching Complete-a-thon 2024. We'll kick it back to you very shortly. We're just still getting set up here. Alrighty, y'all. Well, that is going to be it for me. It has been absolutely wonderful hosting for y'all. This is the final day of Complete-a-thon, which means this is my final shift. But don't worry, I am leaving you in absolutely capable hands. Doodleplex, please take it away. Thank you so much for having me. You can find me everywhere. I'm not important here. Watch the runners. Donate to the great cause. Doodleplex, please take it away.
Hello, hello. Hello, everyone, to Complete-a-thon 2024, presented by NoGlitchesAllowed. I'm your host, Doodleplex, and I am so excited for the Super Mario 64 non-stop 120-star randomizer run by Lab Member. And just in case you didn't know, we are raising money for Girls Make Games with this event. Girls Make Games believes in providing every girl and woman with the opportunity to discover their potential and talents through gaming and game development. With your donations, you're able to contribute directly to the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund that provides girls and women with the resources and opportunities to pursue careers in gaming through GMG's many programs, such as their 2024 college scholarships, summer camp scholarships, and the new mentorship and internship programs launching later this year. But for right now, let's get ready for some Mario.